in the earth, and we were attacked by demon fish. Barnon got possessed by the darkness. Gnome almost got possessed by the darkness, but he didn't. And then Barnon dominated Anto, and Anto finally got to beat the shit out of Delian, that he's been waiting to do for a long time. We were able to make some of the fish flee, and then we ended up getting Barnon to come to his senses after we killed him, and then brought him back. And then we rested on the ship for a night to recover. Then we went back down, had some debate on whether to go down to the chasm or just continue searching for the dragon. People decided that, hey, why are we going down here? Let's just look for the dragon. And so we did some rolls to try and like search for it. I think we rolled really bad and like ended up like coming across some merfolk that have now brought us to a Kraken, a titanic beast.
A giant beast. Suddenly you hear the faint rumbling sound, and before you know it, a Kraken emerges from the darkness. It's massive, with its tentacles as thick as tree trunks, and its eyes the size of boulders. It's an awe-inspiring and terrifying sight, and you feel a wave of fear wash over you. What do you... do we need to recap any more for you, Booker? You have any more questions?
No, I don't think I have any questions from Booker or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, the chasm opened last time. Guys came out of it. A bunch of piranhas attacked the party. Booker, the darkness has awoken. Orin, once in the refuge of safety, is now under threat. As the idle orc tribes are once mustered, all faction rules with the darkness are rolled with advantage going forward. But that doesn't mean much, I guess. Let's hope Stormbrook does not come under the heel of the darkness as it once was.
Also, last session, Booker was hitting the gritty the entire time. He was not helping us at all. He looked at Booker and just continued to dance.
My apologies.
Sorry, I guess the darkness really got to you.
I think Booker went back to the ship or something, and he was just kind of chilling out.
Was lost in thought. Yeah, sorry.
He did a few things. I can't remember exactly what, but he was there. He was doing stuff.
I think he was helping us track the dragon, I believe.
Yeah, he did some stuff. You guys asked him a question too, and he's helping you out. Hello, Delian.
Delian.
Hello there. Sorry.
Please don't attack.
I got confused. I got confused on some times, so it's alright.
It's okay, buddy. Another internet hug for you.
I missed you Friday.
Sorry?
Another internet hug. I've been giving them out today.
Okay. You guys are leaving me behind when you go face the Kraken, I guess, because otherwise I'll just attack.
I got Delian here. Are we leaving her back?
If she can't contain herself, I would.
Are we putting her back, guys?
If she can't contain herself, I will contain her.
So I got you guys all out right here, right?
She said that she wants to fight the Kraken. Let's just try to keep her amused.
Well, we didn't know there was going to be a Kraken, though. So.
Well, originally I wasn't really too happy about the merfolk either, but okay.
I mean, I increased the size of this map, Delian, and if you want to, you can go. We can have you stand way back here if you want.
Oh, it is. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I'll stand back a bit.
You want to? There's only one of two options. You're standing here next to Kraken, or the merfolk will just tell you to stay back here.
Or stay back here.
Way back here. I'm highlighting it on the map.
I'll stay close because I don't want to. Okay. Nobody knows what will actually happen.
So Delian is here. The Kraken comes out. The merfolks that escorted you here look to the Kraken. The Kraken remains motionless while it communicates The tentacles surround you, or they're like right here. I just have them represented. There are a few other merfolk that are around. They swim out under. What do you guys do?
Well, hello. Quite a surprise.
Hello.
I look at Anto and see the fear in his eyes.
Oh, I'm trying to hide by the rocks right here behind all of you. Like, do my best to avoid contact with this thing.
It
Are you
speaks
right,
out.
man?
It speaks out to you telepathically through your mind, into your mind.
Well, companions, please prepare the tribute we agreed upon. And I'm going to put out 300 gold.
Beaut.
You put out 300 gold.
Yeah, that's all the gold I got.
So we're getting extorted again. That's good. So extortion is, you're gonna put up with this again. That's good. I just mentioned.
Dalian, this is a legendary event to be encountering such a grand beast or creature.
If
You
it
should-
doesn't give us what we need, we're gonna destroy it. That's what's gonna happen.
Are
Please
you
be quiet.
crazy? You want to fight something that has literally board songs of it sinking ships, of it killing heroes, of it doing terrible things?
Yes.
Okay, very
Find
simple.
the dragon first, and then we could kill it later.
It speaks
Wave.
out to you in your minds. It says, "Why are you here?"
We are seeking the dragon that patrols these parts of the sea. I was told you were familiar with it.
Yes, I am familiar with Cross.
Well, I would be most exhilarated to be able to be given an audience with said dragon. Would you be able to mediate that for us?
What business do you have with the dragon?
Well, I am a bard of fables and legendary stories. My business is simply to encounter one of the many fables that I sing about.
I want you to do more than that, singer.
Of course. What is it I could do for you?
Destroy the dragon for me.
Oh? I don't believe I'm properly suited to such a task. I am simply a singer, after all.
Make a persuasion roll.
Shit. Dirty 20.
I roll with advantage. You're a liar.
Even if I were to attack said dragon, my interest is truly just to meet it. Could you not simply allow us to do such a simple thing?
If he's a liar, you're a liar too.
How am I a liar?
Dylan, please.
Delian, well, you're saying that he is a liar. He wants to meet the dragon. Well, I want to meet the dragon too because I help the dragon here and there. I free slaves, obviously, and I want to talk to the dragon and pick its brain, see if it's really a good creature or it's a bad creature.
I want you to destroy its brain.
Is the
Why do
dragon?
you hate the dragon so much?
Is the
It's-
dragon your enemy? Has it wronged you in some way?
Its lair is not far from here. Its territory is everything east of the chasm.
If you're so powerful as you say you are, why did you kill the dragon?
I have not said anything about my power, little girl.
Well, certainly, these merfolk have certainly indicated that you're this all-powerful deity.
Mm-hmm.
No response.
So this is over territory. You wish to have the dragon dead so you can gain the eastern part?
Of course.
Gaining territory without even having to lift a finger. Or tentacle, my apologies.
See a little tentacle wiggle.
Very well. If you would you at least give us the choice after meeting said dragon if we can decide on attacking it then?
I think that's more up to the dragon if it would even let us talk to it.
But we need to know where it is first.
I need my assurances, Singer. But to strip you of all your arms would be most displeasing. How will you be able to kill the dragon then?
Very well. We shall give it our honest try. Right?
Good college try.
That isn't good enough.
I just asked you a question. Why don't you kill it?
It chuckles. It says, if I could kill it, it would be dead already, wouldn't it? But I can't now, can I?
And why would that be?
Look around you.
What do I see?
You see like a bunch of merfolk?
I see a capable group of fighters, perhaps? Maybe?
It kind of chuckles in your mind a little bit.
Can I do an insight check to see maybe why it couldn't attack the dragon or kill the dragon?
You're trying to incite a Kraken. You're not familiar to the gestures of the Kraken. I mean, you hear its telepathic voice speak in your mind. I'll allow you to make a roll with disadvantage.
Take it. Line 13, fit 25.
You don't know. It's kind of difficult to understand the strange going-ons under the sea. Why does a Kraken want to take... I mean, Booker maybe has the most closest reasoning. If you wish to travel and see the dragon, you will need to lay something here, so I know you'll come back for it. Consider it an offering, and if the dragon's head is brought back, you will get it back.
Unfortunately, we do not carry items of sentimental value, only items of our capabilities, is how I put it. Without such items, we would have problems fighting the dragon. Would you not agree?
Of course. But there must be something you care about.
Not that I keep with myself.
Why don't you share it with me? What is your secret? Who is your loved one? Someone you care, maybe.
Why don't you leave your prized cello here?
Well, then I wouldn't be able to fight the dragon.
If I may, Almighty Octopus, I can leave here my money? all of it. You see, I
Yes.
love money and I do things for money. I can live it here. Shit.
Make a persuasion roll, Anto.
I'm not looking at him. I'm like looking to the ground, by the way. So,
Sure.
uh,
I'd like the picture
Persuasion.
last week to you guys too.
persuasion with disadvantage.
No, with just straight up roll.
I got a 22. 22.
Anto steps, has his head bowed down, but takes a step forward and leaves his gold here.
Yes, total of almost 3,000.
He begins to empty his coins out. And he leaves his
by the
gold
way,
right there.
I telepathically talk to Barnon, and I basically say, can't you just summon your cello back if we end up going far away? Doesn't it come back to you? It can't stay away from you or something?
Can't. I don't know. Am I allowed to have that?
You said it's gonna stick to you no matter what. Some sort of powerful artifact. So that's probably better than him leaving all his gold. If he leaves all the gold, I'm gonna basically kill this thing.
DM, can I swindle him with reclaiming cello?
Sure, make an insight roll.
27.
Yeah, I mean, you could, but then he'd know you betrayed him. He or she.
Who cares? He's definitely gonna betray us.
You have to make a deception roll.
And so, in fact, it is after all why I've hired you all, is to protect me. So I shall leave my cello behind and do a deception.
Anto successfully persuades the dragon
if
for
he does
himself. I'm sorry, persuades the Kraken for himself that, so Anto, you are allowed, they'll basically allow Anto to go if he wishes to choose.
Right now? I'm out of here, scram. Yeah, so if I'm free to go, I scram out of here.
The merfolk, I'm going to say this merfolk escorts you down here, waiting, but they wait for the others to make their offering. Make a deception roll, Barnon.
I got a 28.
You leave your cello there, and the Kraken, you see the tentacles like swarming in the water a little bit. And the Kraken says, "You may go."
Oh, excellent. Now, where is this dragon that I may guide my bodyguards to?
Your other bodyguards have not made an offering yet.
You're not getting anything from me.
They are simply hired men for my own protection.
I'm going to put Barnon, do you want to go down, or you want to still wait up here? They say...
I want to try to get everybody out of here without having them to make tributes.
The Kraken makes a perception roll. Booker has to make a stealth roll.
Wait for what?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. Gotta go through this again. Stealth, sneak, major. So that's D20 plus 2d6 plus my
Body,
which is 1. I feel like every time I look at it, it keeps going down for some reason.
Sad times.
Like every time I open up my drive, somehow it changes.
Yeah, I'm hacking into your computer when you're not looking.
Probably. Yay!
8.
That's a 9.
Booker, you see the Kraken's eyes begin to shift over to like your bodyguards, and he notices wave in your hands.
Oh wait, I get advantage. Hold on, sorry. Because of the boots.
Well, it's a thing that's like in your hands. It's kind of obvious, actually. So
It's still an 8.
Yeah, so it's still potato to roll.
I'm going back to 5th edition after this. I'm sorry.
Look at you. You rolled a natural 2.
Hmm.
What would have been in 5th edition?
It would have been 5th edition. If I rolled the natural 2, it would have been a 14.
Okay, you would have still failed.
Yeah, you'd be dead.
Advantage, I don't know. With advantage, I don't know what I would have gotten, but it's whatever.
I think you rolled 2 natural 2s or something.
Yes.
I'm not going to leave anything. I'm just going to follow Barn. I'm not leaving anything. I'm just following Barnon out and be like, hey, I'm just a kid. I have nothing to leave. Leave me alone.
See, he just baby rages. See, then when he rolls a natural 2 in 5th edition, he's like, I want to go back to Monsters of Magic.
Yeah,
Fucking
sure.
hilarious. Booker, he notices wave in your hands. He's like, why does he have that? He says to Barnon, no bodyguard would have that.
I
to
only
attack.
hire the best.
Booker, let's use wave and attack him. By the way, I'm sending secret telepathic messages to guys
Sure.
so they can't talk to me.
Yeah.
And I respond, no.
I'm tired of this crap. Let's just attack it. It's
You're
going to
tired
attack
of
us back anyway.
You're tired of everything.
No. I'm telling you, it's going to kill us, try to kill us anyway. And you can, leaving back prized items is not a way of winning.
Elian, you say that everything is going to kill you when it's a monster. Just shut up, please, God.
Not a monster, it's a creature of the darkness.
Everything to you is a creature of the darkness.
No, it's evil.
This is how
Here rebellion.
this is how the Kraken saw Trident, because I'm here trying to just tell Delian to shut up. What does Wave think of the Kraken?
For a bunch of big adults, you guys are real cowards, you know that?
Yes.
It's what keeps us alive.
No bodyguard would have that.
What does Wave think of it?
Yeah,
Wave says, this is a mighty creature of Lunir. They say they created him when the world was formed.
Really?
I don't know, Booker. I don't want to be separated from you because this creature might not build their temple. And poor Anto just left all the gold there.
Well, I mean, if you do end up going with the Kraken, you would be where the gold is, and it seems that he already does have a following of merfolk.
Well, I mean,
but I'm not going to I'm not trying to push you off me, trust me.
Well, if you want to leave me behind, I need you to promise you'll come back.
As the champion of Lanier, I would come back, but I'm not separating you from me.
Pinky promise?
You don't have a pinky to do that, but yes, just kind of lightly tap my pinky on the handle of the trident. Just yes, I have 2 telepathic people just talking to me. It's just
a lot going on in Booker's head.
I can only message one person at a time.
I just see him poke his pinky on the hand. I'm just like, what's going on there?
Does he actually leave Wave behind?
We're just evolving, Delian. We're just still figuring the things out. He hasn't decided anything yet.
I haven't gone up there yet. I wasn't asked to. So
the Kraken is not convinced Barnon that he is a mere bodyguard with an artifact as Wave. A creature like the Kraken would know something like this. I'll have Delian make a hunting roll.
You say hunting? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a little weird. All right, hold on a second.
You have to make it probably with disadvantage because you're untrained in it.
I have disadvantage. Can I don't know if I have inspiration.
I don't think you can pass, but I don't know, just something feels off.
I have inspiration. Can I use one? I think I have like an advantage I didn't use last session.
It was a long rest, so if you, as a human, you would get it back, wouldn't you?
In 6th edition rules, yes.
Yeah,
Delian, just go ahead and roll, buddy.
What is I just roll then?
Just roll it up.
No, what I'm saying is like it's a straight D20, right?
That's correct.
Do you have any
you know the
modifiers?
rules. Do you
have any modifiers?
It's your body, I believe. You use body or mind. Just see what you roll on the base roll. for the main
I have a
room.
13.
Nope, not high enough.
But I said it's a. I used inspiration, so I can roll one more time, right?
Nope. You cancel out the
Nope.
roll because you're untrained in hunting.
Okay, never mind.
You try to glean into some insight on the Kraken, though, to determine if you could take it. See if you could fight it. All right. And you don't know. This is something...
I'm pretty sure we can, but I got a bunch of cowards for the party members.
Well, I mean, you're just kind of out of your element, too. Like, you're underwater. It's in the morning. And there's, like, crazy little tentacles around you that are pretty big. Byro, what do you do?
Varro's just kind of been going in his bag, looking at all the shit he has, like, no actual connection to. Like, something important to me. You see me undoing my chainmail. Like, all right.
Is this your arm? This is your actual armor that you wear currently, or do you wear plate mail?
Yeah, I'm taking off my armor.
Okay. The Kraken says, "You need to fight the dragon at your full strength, bodyguard."
I toss him my signet ring, I guess.
What is this trinket?
It's a I stamp letters with it. I don't have anything, and I'm just rustling through my bag.
Signet ring's pretty valuable in medieval time, though. Like, so if you give the Kraken the ring, he could probably, if you give the Kraken the ring, he could probably take it and forge stuff with it later in your name and besmirch your name. So,
yeah,
the Kraken accepts that.
First, my name. Yeah, you can ruin my credit score. So it's like a social security number.
Make a persuasion roll.
The 17.
Kraken accepts the gift.
Hit the
Meet
gritty.
my servant down below. Do you go down below, Byro?
Yeah, I try to backflip in the water, but I lose my armor.
So the people who successfully persuade the Kraken, seems like the party is less willing to fight this creature, Delian, and more willing to...
I've already left. I'm not going to stick around. I'm not going to give him anything.
Delian tries to leave, and one of the merfolks swims up to Delian and says, "Make an offering."
No, I'm a kid. I don't have anything. Leave me alone.
Are we going to roll initiative?
I'm a kid. I don't have anything, says the fully armored child.
Well, I mean, that's my persuasion roll, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Can I use influence to basically say, "Hey, I'm a kid. I don't have anything. Let me go."
I mean, it's kind of hard, though, right?
Do it in my nicest, sweetest voice. I'm like, "I'm a kid. Look how small I am. I have nothing."
Yeah, look at me. I'm literally underwater adventuring with these adults. I have nothing.
Yep.
She's like adorned in like the symbols of Ivonia. What'd you roll, buddy?
Pretty good. Hold on,
what'd you roll?
I'll just check something.
Are you gonna roll a natural 2 in Baby Rage too?
Yep. I got a 1d6.
Nice.
Not bad. I have a 20. What do I add to this? Soul?
Yes.
Or 20, 23.
Right. The Kraken notices.
Just a kid. I don't have any.
The Kraken notices like you're in full armor, kind of like your picture. Your flowing robes, and it notices your amulet around the neck. It says, "Leave that, little girl."
No, because I can't. Because that's a gift from one of my dead heroes. There's no way I'm leaving that.
Well, leave something that you care about, so I know you'll come back with the dragon's head.
I'm not leaving anything because then you're not going to get the dragon's head. So you figure it out.
You're not. If I'm not getting the dragon's head, you aren't going through my territory.
Every other person in this party whom I care about have left something with you. So in which case, if they come back, I come back. So that's more valuable than anything that I can leave personally. That's it.
What
So
do you
if
think
you
about
really
this,
want to
Barnum?
fight, we can. But that's not. If you think we can defeat the dragon, imagine what we can do to you. Then I try a little bit of intimidation as well.
Mm-hmm. The Kraken shifts a little bit of its porpoise body. Leave that. It points to Wave. Then you may go.
And if he leaves Wave, then we collect everything else. That's my deal with you.
Make a persuasion roll.
Okay.
The Kraken knows what Wave is.
That's influence, right? That's influence,
Yeah.
I assume, right?
Yep. I rolled pretty high with this Kraken. I'm rolling pretty good.
You're gonna have to fight a Kraken. Oh.
This is sort of like a skill challenge. Delian has passed the first one. It is a skill challenge best of 3. Or
Rock, paper,
best of
scissors?
3. Mm-hmm.
I rolled
Something
20, natural 19 plus 4 plus 5, so 26.
Yeah.
So 28, sorry. Sorry? Yeah.
All right, I agree. Leave the artifact.
Yeah, you better agree.
So you don't. So you want to take 3,000 gold back? I'm just saying. Oh, see, you're taking 3,000 gold back in return for a legendary weapon that you can use underwater with all of its benefits, including when you score a critical hit, it does half the health of the target's HP. Basically, cuts it in half. You're wanting to give that to the Kraken before we go fight a dragon.
Yes.
What I'm saying is we're gonna bring the dragon back and we're gonna kill this thing. Do you think I'm gonna actually let it keep it? Are you out of your mind? So
I believe that Wave, the weapon that my bodyguard carries, is most necessary for fighting the dragon. Would you not agree?
The amulet seems to be very valuable to the little girl. You may pick. Leave the amulet then.
Oh. Okay, very well. I'm going to go up to Delian and ask for her to give the amulet. And Delian, are you going to try to, I'm going to give you a look, like, go along with this. And I'm going to try to sleight of hand it and use my creation magic to create a replica amulet to give to him.
Okay, it's going to be a sleight of hand roll versus the Kraken and one of the other merfolk's perception.
While they are doing that, I want to go up. I'm actually wanting to kind of go in front of them and to offer while trying to run to, I guess, not distraction, but since they're doing something, make an offering.
All right, so
what type of offering is Booker making now? He's changing his mind?
Oh, I was not asked. If this is all telepathically, no one has asked me anything, have they? Or has the Kraken?
No one has asked no anything. No.
The distraction fails because you're not really doing anything. You just kind of go up there. You're not saying or doing anything, Booker.
Well, I was asking you a question.
Sure. What was the question?
I was asking, was he saying all that in my head as well? Because it seemed like it was from Barnum to him.
Seems sort of like an improv thing. I think that you're kind of metagaming it a little bit, but I'm allowing you to do something to try to distract the Kraken.
Okay, Booker will approach with the trident and say to it inside of his head that I am apparently the deemed champion of Lemire, and I wish to offer and bring to you, and I'm going to reach in and pull out the elemental sapphire that I have. This was a gift from a friend. It means very much to me, and even though its use is to destroy it, I do not wish to, and I carry it with me to represent my bond with them. This means so much.
I'll roll with disadvantage with the Kraken, so Barnum makes a sleight of hand roll now.
I'm going to use my inspiration to roll at advantage and use subtle magic to do the creation. I got a 19.
Damn, I rolled really well. With disadvantage. I rolled a 24. I'm going to roll with the guard, too. Rolled 2 19s with this Kraken, dude. Kraken looks kind of like he's looking down, Booker, at you as you're not really offering wave, and you're trying to offer a gem, and you lay the gem in the pile, I'm saying, right? And he looks up, and one of his other many eyes looks at you, Barnon, and says, I will not be fooled.
Oh, what do you mean?
I telepathically said, look, just leave Wave. We'll come back and we'll kill her. What difference does it make? Unless you really want to fight this thing now. Because apparently you guys are too scared to fight it now. So why don't we just leave? Well, we need to leave.
The Kraken
Come back
seems to
and-
be pretty patient, though, right, guys? Like, he's not really, even though you've tried to actively deceive him, he seems pretty patient about all this.
I mean, we're about to potentially kill something he can't kill, so.
But that's because he's weak. I'm telling you right now, I think he's weaker than the dragon, which is why he wants us to do the job.
Well, you are a captain, a sergeant, so I'll trust your advice, Dillion.
Why would you ever give trust to this girl?
Doesn't know it.
The Kraken, we've come to sort of an impasse with the Kraken, though. The Kraken basically wants Dellion's amulet and the gem, or it wants Wave and you could take everything back. What do you guys want to do?
No, I'm not going to leave the gem. There's no way. If that's,
I'm saying-
if that's what he's doing. then
I'm
it's
saying what you have to either leave the amulet plus Booker's gem that Booker has already offered down, or you get everything back and Wave is left behind in exchange. That way you leave something behind where the Kraken basically will allow you to pass through the territory to get to the dragon's lair. So yeah, it's up to you guys now to decide.
I think we're all just waiting on Delian then.
Yeah, I for one
Yeah.
think we need Wave.
You need Wave. That's ridiculous. You never use it, almost. I mean, other than for the Cube of Force on occasion. And none of us can really
helpful.
wield it.
That's good enough.
I'm just saying none of us can wield it very effectively. I don't really understand. So, well, let me give you a hint of what's going to happen. If I leave the amulet, my hit points will basically be halved. So, you figure it out, guys. I'll be pretty useless in that fight that's coming up if you're really going to fight the dragon.
They're pretty useless now.
Useless now? Is that what you say to me?
Oh, I said it to you, Steve. Yeah.
You're out of character, you mean?
Sure.
Let's be nice, guys. Come on.
Okay.
We're not really
That's
trying to fight the
interesting.
dragon anyway, so.
Oh my god, you little shit.
I'm trying to play in character here, so I don't know if I would really give up the amulet in this case.
Wait, do you have multiple amulets? Like your holy symbol
No.
or the?
I have the holy symbol, but that doesn't make any sense. I mean, he'll see through that. I don't know why you guys want to. I don't know why you guys are so afraid of fighting this thing. I mean, do you really think it's that powerful? Out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Oh, no, man.
I mean, it hasn't done. I mean, it's controlling a bunch of merfolk. It's trying to get us to fight the dragon. It doesn't feel that way. That's just me. But
If Delian decides to fight it, I think we don't have much of a choice.
I will swim over and I will say to
Alright.
Wave, I will be
Alright.
back and I will return for you. You had my promise and you still do. And I look up to
Alright,
the Kraken
look.
and I say, you may have Wave.
why are you going
I will
ahead? I
return.
haven't made the decision yet. All right, I'll leave the amulet, but let me just check something.
Delian reluctantly takes off the amulet, and as Delian takes off the amulet, as she has come to an unusual compromise with the Odyssey, and you feel your body just suddenly get weaker, Delian.
Yep.
You feel the breath sort of come out of you, and you felt like you were in a body of someone else, a grown woman of powerful strength, and now you're reduced just to being a little girl.
I'm fine with that. I'm okay.
Your body, I think your body goes down to like -2, something like that. If you want to be super technical about it.
I think it's 0 basically, but that's
Sure.
fine.
It's up to you. I'll let you kind of decide.
Yeah, it's
Dylan,
0.
Do you leave the amulet behind?
Well, it'll basically be useless in this next fight if we have one. But yeah. But then,
The Barnon, you kind of hear a chuckle, a sinister chuckle in your mind. You get the impression that the fact that Delian has sort of angered the Kraken in a way that he wants Delian to die. Right.
That doesn't
Right.
sit well with me.
You get that, like, because that's from your insight roll that you're kind of proceeding from the dragon a little bit. Not the dragon, I'm sorry, the Kraken.
I got that suspicious.
Delian leaves the amulet. You may go. Follow my servant to the lair. You guys leave. $3,000 gold is left. The gem is left. Delian's amulet is left.
And my ring, so we can forge tax documents in my name.
Yes, and Viro's ring.
All that's left behind.
Gnome gave nothing away.
Gnome was very quiet. Here's what I'm going to do is I'm putting you guys down here, and you guys are with a merfolk guy. So I just have you down here for now. I just have you guys down here, and the merfolk says to you, "Isn't she great and magnificent?"
Of course.
You realize the merfolk are completely corrupted by this thing, so if you destroy this thing, you'd probably free the merfolk as well. And I've lost 42 hit points, so you guys better know, man. This is kind of stupid, but alright.
Well, Dillian, as most likely we're talking telepathically, the Kraken never asked me to offer anything, so technically I'm not bound by any type of contract.
Either he thinks you're useless or he doesn't care. I mean, it doesn't matter.
True, but I could use this information to recruit dragon bullets, am I right?
I'm sorry, what do you mean? I'm sorry? I didn't understand.
So, all of you left an item for the Kraken. The Kraken, quote-unquote, trusts you, right? Since I offered nothing, I can go to the dragon, tell what the Kraken wants to do. We can recruit the dragon to kill the Kraken.
That is the current plan I have.
Yeah, our plan was never to kill the dragon in the first place. So,
Yeah, we kind of got trapped there.
Assuming that was the case, we bring the dragon back. We'll have to fight this thing, but
with a dragon on our side.
Maybe.
Assuming we can persuade it, yes. We don't know. As I said, we don't know anything. We have to actually meet the dragon first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's just go. Let's go where the dragon's at. Take the dragon.
I'm assuming we're walking away as we're talking.
Are you ready to go to the lair of the beast?
I've been ready for days.
For days.
Well, you guys have been ragging on me for a long time, but I hope you're happy. And I did what you wanted. Let's see what happens.
I'm never happy. Only look like it.
Are you ready to do the bidding of the Tidal tear?
Yeah, sure. Barnon, there's a therapist in Stormbrook. You can see if you want to talk to someone about that.
They have psychologists in the world of sin.
Well, they have to at this point.
Technically, priests
Probably, yeah.
Technically, priests are psychologists. So you can always talk to me,
okay.
Barnett.
Oh, Delian.
There you go, guys. You guys are swimming for like a couple hours, so you can plan or whatever before we get to the dragon's lair. What do you guys do?
So we're not gonna go back there, right? We
Back
need
to
to
where?
stop back there. To the Kraken. We're not going back there. I'm saying to the
I'm
group,
so
we're not
un-
going
I'm
back
so
there.
unhappy. I'm so unhappy. One of my memory of Exodus is basically with that stupid octopus thing, as you put it.
I am optimistic that we will be able to ally with the dragon, and I would very much like to deal with this Kraken in a very violent manner.
Yeah, I feel sort of insulted by the Kraken that he didn't want me to offer anything, so it pays to be quiet.
But you guys want to fight the Kraken?
You can tell somehow Vero is
Yes.
sweating underwater because he's been so scared about his credit score.
What is your credit score?
Vero's
Thanks,
credit
Sibling.
score is at like 720, and it's about to go down to 500 because that fucking Kraken.
Well,
Vero
Okay,
always
so we gotta
stays back on time.
I'm very sad. Anyhow. And if you really want me to die, fine.
Delian, I would do anything to assure you do not perish in whatever we do. We will get the amulet back, as I fully intend, again, to deal with what seems to be a creature of darkness.
By the way, when I never mind. That's not important.
Delian, Barnon, I think it kind of becomes obvious. Delian's a little shook right now. She's given up something valuable to her that was from Exodus, and she doesn't feel as she's invincible anymore. She feels mortal.
This may be beneficial.
Either way, it doesn't matter. I'll go down in a blaze of glory.
You're still a demigod, so it's all good.
Demigod with I don't
You
think
just
I'm a
muted.
demigod. I never thought that was just a joke.
You guys make your way. Of course, Shy tries to summon a random encounter, but we're at the. I put everybody out in the dragon's lair or whatever right now. So basically, it takes a couple hours as you guys are swimming across this area, this underwater territory, which there's no markers, no divisible lines, and you pass over a large chasm. The chasm is deep and wide and kind of like a crevasse. You look down, and it's dark. Beyond this is the lairs of the dragons. This way, the creature says. The merfolk swims with its single fin. You guys continue.
Mm-hmm.
I think so, but
Watch out! There's a school of sharks nearby. This fucking random encounter. Do you guys, we have to stealth by the sharks, otherwise they attack. Everybody rolls a stealth roll versus the sharks.
I was kidding about a bigger fish will kill us, but okay.
I don't have my random encounter thing for underwater stuff, really. You got me, Shy.
One of our viewers is punishing us for being cowards, just so you know.
I'll pull up my
That's
giant
fine.
shark, though, and we'll take a look.
That was
Roll really
-3.
low. Did anybody roll
By the way-
less than a 4? Because I rolled a 4.
I got a 3.
Viro
That
is
wasn't me.
spotted by the giant shark out there. It emerges out of the group of sharks, and it senses Viro. And I'm going to just kind of back you guys up a little bit.
I step on a stick underwater and it somehow hears me.
If we were considering anyway, I got a -2. I got
Snap.
disadvantage plus -3 on stealth, so yeah.
I got
pull out a shark.
a 32 with the natural 20.
It makes
Can't
no
beat my
difference.
natural 1.
because Vyro is loud as fuck.
Underwater somehow, which is very interesting.
Yes.
Somehow he trips underwater.
I step
Well,
on a stick underwater, and someone hears that.
this is a
Yes.
huge, giant shark. Let me summon you guys to the board.
Sound carries pretty far underwater, actually.
The only
Yeah.
sound coming from Vyra is my credit score, my credit score, my credit score.
I didn't
Yeah,
roll.
I'm saying
but
my credit
that's why I need
score
to.
over and over again.
No, because
Well,
Vyro unfortunately failed.
Watch out, Vyro. It's a lone shark.
I got you guys up. The great white shark. Nice little warm-up fight, before we enter the dragon's lair. Everybody rolls initiative. Good job, Vyro.
Thank you. Advantage points to stealth.
Nice.
Chainmail.
17.
I got 4.
Yeah, 4 as well.
I have rolled nothing higher than a 10, minus 1 time.
Alrighty.
12.
We got Gnome with a 4. We got Vyro with a 12. Anto, what'd you get?
4.
With a
7.
4. Anto goes
Alright,
last.
Dillian, you take the front.
7. Booker, what'd you get?
17.
Nice. You can train in initiative in Monsters and Magic.
I'll have to see that all when it gets fully finished and developed. I'm excited.
You can put it into the
Well.
skill points.
Getting
Barnon,
a
what do you
lot
want
of
to do?
lower rolls.
I got a 15.
I think Barney got it. So Booker got a 17. I think he's up. Let me roll with this guy.
You're gonna see me get a lot of low rolls. It'll be interesting. See what happens. Roll the natural
Booker's-
1 on the initiative.
Booker's up.
I'm going to. How far is it from us? It is. Oh, that's not the right one. It's 2. There we go. Yeah, that's not me. Sorry. Oops. That is not me. How do I turn that off? There we go. It's about.
I know, I thought that was you.
Yeah, I thought it was me too. Okay, it's about 70 feet away. I'm actually gonna.
Lurking nearby the lair of the dragon. It's over there! And the merfolk swims off.
Ditch us. Gosh darn it. I'm going to reach out a hand and gesture with the wave and cast phantasmal force on it.
Okay.
And the illusion that I'm crafting that's going to root inside its mind is a swarm of piranhas are biting at it. So it needs to make
Okay.
an intelligence save. DC 16.
Fails.
And so around it is in a 10-foot cube, or I guess in this case a 10-foot sphere. So just generally around it, a 10-foot sphere is an illusion inside its brain. And that's what I'm going to do. I just do that. So it takes D6 of psychic damage.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it's a weird spell. It takes 4 psychic damage. And on its turn, it can choose to do an investigation check to realize if it's an illusion or not. So that's my turn.
Okay. It is up now, and it has a bunch of piranhas on it. I'm going to say it. What do the piranhas look like? Is it just swimming around the shark or something?
It's only the phantasmal includes sound, temperature, and other stimuli, also evident to only the creature. So it feels like it can see them swimming around and physically feel them biting
Yes.
all over it.
It still spots Vyro, so the swarm follows him. And it's just persistent damage until the spell ends.
Yes.
But for now, it doesn't even really damage the creature. So it swims forward towards Vyro and makes 1 bite attack. Vyro, are you missing any HP?
No.
It doesn't hit. Barnon's up.
Without my cello, I do not have much I can do, and I don't want to anger the Kraken just yet, so I'm gonna just go hit it with my rapier.
We've been walking for a little while, Barnon, and you think about the cello, and the cello is basically an unremovable curse or unattunable curse. and it's kind of like what you thought. It's like you put it down somewhere, it kind of comes back to you, and you think about it.
My need to use it. Okay.
So you actually think about the cello. You didn't want to. You tried to probably think about it as least as possible on the trip, so you didn't summon it back to you. But it's sort of like an inevitable thing where, you know, you don't say Candyman's name and he shows up in the mirror, kind of thing. And you pull it out, and the cello is now back in your hand. But you worry though that the Kraken now knows about it, right? Knows that knows that the Kraken has been cheated. You're about 2 hours away from the Kraken, by the way.
Well, let's hurry this along.
Indeed.
I will do Vicious Mockery then. Makes a wisdom saving throw of 17, 6 damage. And
my poor little beasts are so low on int and these saves, so like they're going to basically fail. Roll damage, 6 damage. You said, okay?
Yeah, as disadvantage on his next attack roll.
All right.
And then I'll Bardic Inspire Vero.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Viro's up.
I cast command on it.
Okay, what do you want to say?
Wisdom save, flee.
I think it fails. It has to understand the language. All right.
Oh, I should have cast tongues on it.
It doesn't understand the language, Viro. It automatically fails.
Okay, that just makes sense. Yeah. All right. Well, I say that, and then I see it doesn't say anything. I was like, oh yeah, there's a fucking shark.
Say flee, you point at it, and you see it's just like an utter, just comes like through instinct and raw, emotion. It just comes right at you, Viro, hearing you. And here is Barnon now as well. Viro, that's your action. What else do you want to do?
I don't really have anything else.
Sad times. Delian is up.
Okay. I'm actually going to cast Adept Aid on everyone.
Okay.
So that everybody gets extra hit points, if that's possible.
Yeah.
So up to 6 targets for 8 hours. So that'll be 26 temporary hit points for everybody, right?
What level are you casting it at?
Well, no, it just says it's a right. I use 2 right points.
Okay.
6 targets,
use
8
right
hours.
Version? Sure.
Yep.
Up to your what is
up
it?
To my level. It's my level plus 5d1, so 26 points.
Nice. Okay. Gnome is up. Or Delian,
So
what else do you want to do? You want to
20,
move it all, or
that's
you want to
it.
stay right there?
Okay. I'm going to move back about 5 feet. But so everybody has to mark 26 temporary hit points.
Oh, yeah.
Gnome is up.
What Gnome will do, as you see him with his hands, you see that these weird insects come out of his hands as it comes and attacks the shark. And only the shark, so I can move the AoE as an insect plague comes in, attacks the, I attack with an insect plague to the shark.
Okay.
It's
Nice.
Con save, please.
You use the material components mixed to create a sickening, slimy smear of sugar and fat. As you complete the incantation, a chittering sound overtakes you. Insect swarms emerging from the smear of slime to cover near the nearby surface. A whirl of their wings and a click of their legs and mandibles fill the space. What type of insects is this?
Let's say wasps, because wasps are actually pretty oftenly killed by sundews, so wasps.
Oh boy. Wasps underwater. They begin to drown immediately. I'll give you 2 rounds with them to attack. Mark off the levels 5 spell, correct?
It's just a circle.
Yes, but what level spell is it? Is this a circle spell? What are you talking about?
5th, right here.
It's a circle spell, but you still have to use the spell level to cast a spell.
It does 21 damage.
Yes, I have to make a saving throw, though.
Yeah,
Roll it up. I pass. I roll a natural I roll a 19, and then it rolls a 23. So it takes half damage or 10 damage. But the wasp being underwater, you know, it's not a good thing, right? Like, they're underwater trying to swim. They're going to drown in probably a couple turns because we're underwater. Anto's up.
Well,
But it does take
I
damage.
would do. I'm attacking.
Okay.
That's what I do. That's what
This
fighters do.
is a huge creature, and I don't know how to do flanking against huge creatures. So say if you were flanking here, it's kind of very difficult to say, oh, are you flanking this? Because you're kind of like really small. Flanking might only be able to work just as a kind of a concept. You have to be one size smaller than the creature. This is an idea.
Are we
get the-
one size smaller than the creature?
No, it's
Right now?
huge. It's 2 sizes
Yeah.
larger than you.
Yeah, I thought so because this is way bigger.
This is me out loud thinking about stuff. Anto, roll it up.
You also cannot flank a beholder because they can just look at you forever.
Yeah.
11 doesn't hit.
Natural 1. It counterattacks you, Anto. I don't hit you. I roll a 16. I think your AC is higher than that.
Yes, it misses.
I do. I miss. I roll a natural 7.
I'll attack it one more time to see if I can hit something.
The bite attack is pretty nasty, though, guys. Roll damage.
21 hit. Alright, let's go.
There's an AC of 17.
That's 12 damage.
You want to do an attack, special attack with it?
I'm saving all of this for the Kraken, so no.
Okay, Kraken time. Hit end turn if you want to.
Okay.
Booker's up. Top of the round again. Round number 2. He is only a little barely wounded.
So he's going to take another d6 from the phantasmal force.
Yeah. I don't even repeat the saving throw, do I?
You can take an action to do an investigation check and see through the illusion.
Yeah, it's not going to do that.
Yeah. Okay. So 4 psychic damage, and I'm going to use an action to cast Mind Sliver on it. So I need an intelligence save.
There we go. Leave this guy. I'm just cleaning up my thing a little bit. There we go. Guess what I rolled, Booker?
What?
A -4.
Ooh, how?
Roll a natural 1.
Ooh,
Roll
so
damage, Booker.
That is 2d6, and on its, what was it? On its next saving throw,
throws, disadvantage.
it takes 7 more psychic damage, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna move back a little bit this way.
That was a cantrip I looked at this weekend or something. I'm not sure if I really like that one. It seems really powerful for a cantrip, but
What, Mind Sliver?
yeah.
I mean, it's basically like a little bit stronger. What's the word? Vicious Mockery.
Attacks with disadvantage against Viro. Viro, what's your AC? 19. It misses by 1. Attack number 2 at disadvantage. Misses. And it doesn't want to attack again. Barnon's up.
Alright, another Vicious Mockery for thy shark. 5 damage with 17. And I'll inspire Anto.
Out of curiosity, how much damage have we done to it? It doesn't seem like we've hurt it at all.
It's almost bloodied. Viro is up.
I hit it twice.
You gonna use your inspiration die?
As a D10? Or...
Yeah.
Don't you guys love this random encounter that Shy summoned for you?
21 to hit.
Yes, roll damage.
And then
My poor little meat sack is dying, guys.
7 plus 9.
if you use the inspire die, it needs to make a con save where it takes damage equal to the inspiration damage.
Sure. Why not?
You want to use the inspiration? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make the
So
con
I roll a
save.
2 on it.
Pass with a 22.
Minus a d4.
Oh, now let me roll that. I think so. 20. So I think I passed still.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we use the mind sliver though. It's also hard to remember that ability. It's a modifier ability, so that's why I kind of looked at it. I'm not a big fan of those D4 modifiers. Viro, what else? That's your first attack. Second attack?
I did. Yeah, I did my 2 attacks. 7 plus 9. So
Another
16,
9 damage?
slashing.
Yeah, I just do 1 damage at a time, so it helps me out mentally. So I already got your first one, I think. What was your first attack? I don't think I got it, actually.
First attack did 7 damage, second attack did 9 damage.
Got it. All right. Delian is up. You're muted, buddy. Delian is muted.
How badly is the creature damaged?
It's pretty bloodied. Well bloodied. What do you want to do, Delian? How many rights do you have left?
I have plenty. I mean, we just started
You have 5,
a new day,
right?
But yeah, but I don't really want to waste spells on this thing unless it's necessary, I guess.
Sure.
I think I'm gonna hold on my action. I have something in mind, but I'll hold to see what happens.
Gnome is up. Your insects do some damage, right? It's still in the AoE of it. I rolled a 19. What's your spell save DC?
16.
So I pass still, but it does half damage. Roll the damage up.
17.
So that's, we'll say -8.
And then
And
what
then
he's gonna
the
do?
wasps die then.
What he's gonna do? If the shark ate like a really bad fish, he's going to control the fish and the insect in the fish and cast infestation. It's another con save.
Okay. Rolling 18. Rolling pretty good because there's a good con. It's mostly muscle and flesh.
8.
So roll damage. 8 damage of infestation damage. That's a cool spell. Is that the cantrip?
It's a cantrip.
That's
It's a
necrotic
really
damage,
cool
right?
busted combo because you can do insect plague, then infestation, then BM just goes.
No, it's cool. I like it. Anto's up. I've never seen anybody use infestation. Anto's up.
I'm a attack it with my sword. That's what fighters do every day. 23 to hit.
It's on getting close to death's doors, Anto.
That's 12 damage.
Okay.
Second hit.
One more
hits.
hit. Might go down, Anto.
And that's 13 damage.
Anto, how do you slay the giant shark?
I swing it just like the other one, but this time I have a sword, so I'm gonna stab it in the eye and rip it out, like scooping it with a spoon.
Goes into its brain.
Can I take this giant white shark so I can research it? If we keep on fighting underwater, I feel like it's smart to have a druid know how a white shark works, especially this big of a shark.
Do we want to spend 1 hour? Do we? No, what Gnome wants to do is
I don't think we want to
spend
spend a lot of time there.
he wants to spend an hour outside here studying, and he has to make a medicine roll versus the DC of the shark CR.
Unfortunately, we are on short time here, as the Kraken is probably mildly upset at this current point in time.
Why would they be upset?
Why would that be?
What do you mean?
I just gestured my cello. My tribute has returned.
Oh gosh!
Oh,
You see that? Anto's face goes pale at this. We gotta go.
Well,
we can't stay
never
here.
mind.
We got the skedaddle.
no, we'll
Never
find you
mind,
another
man.
shark.
That one moment when my brain cell finally worked, I thought it was just my idea to, study a shark so I can turn into a shark.
Just be like me and force yourself to do it.
It doesn't really matter at this point, right? I mean, whether you pissed him off or not, we're gonna. But I don't want to waste time having him go through a megalodon for an hour, regardless. So,
What's your medicine, Gnome?
No, I think I didn't make him proficient because of his backstory. It's a +4.
It's decent. Still a chance for failure, probably like 50-50 shot.
so we really gonna let him spend an hour, or
Don't worry about it. It was just an idea. I wanted to be a little bit more helpful than what my insects can do right now.
You see a bunch of dead wasps. Sure, that tried to swim underwater around the shark.
You can just turn into those. You can carry one of those with you while you go.
It's very disturbing, but
Wasps are pretty much cockroaches of the bee world.
perhaps we can find you a different shark at a later time.
Anto, you finally have made it. As you look straight ahead, the merfolk that brought you here is nowhere to be found. Right? It seems to have been maybe terrified and it swam off. You see the entrance of the dragon's lair is guarded by two massive fangs, jutting out from the rocky walls. The air is thick with the smell of sulfur and salt. The water around you crackles with static electricity.
Oh, God, that was it.
I have an idea, guys. Gnome will have these weird-looking flowers that look like grasses. They have like this purplish hues, and he starts putting it on everybody, including himself, and be like, "This is a symbol that I give to the slaves after our freedom. Hopefully, the dragon has seen it, and will help us persuade him to join us."
Now, as optimistic as I am, there is no harm in caution, so let us proceed carefully with a little bit of investigation to assure that this dragon will be friendly. And,
I'm trying to understand, what is Gnome trying to do? He tries to hand out flowers to everyone?
Yeah, flowers that he gives to slaves after freeing them.
Okay.
So, like, if the dragon has ever seen those flowers, he would add 2 and 2 together.
I'll wear a flower.
Am I making sense?
Yeah. I'm just trying to think in my mind if the dragon would have seen it.
Yeah, Vera looks very pretty now.
You
I
take
I found the flower.
He takes out a flower and you guys pin the flowers onto your breast, right?
I put mine in my hair.
Yeah,
this
or
is
something
what
like
they
that.
look like in the picture.
Cool.
I burned my flower.
Underwater.
What the fuck?
Delian
That
takes
was just
it.
mean.
You just see it burn up underwater. It's hard to see it, but it shrivels up. You know, it's like, you know, a little like the flame is hard to start, Delian.
I'm not
You
in a
guys
good
do.
mood right now, so
Big surprise.
Booger looks at the flower and then just has his entire cloak shift to look like it's made of the same flower. I mean, it might work. Just kind of patterns on it.
Dalian, I know you're upset, but please try to understand that with this
well, in
dragon,
the end, we're gonna have to fight the Kraken anyway, and it might end up that the dragon, it might end up that the dragon will ask us to fight it on its behalf. So, anyway, whatever. That's what happens.
Look at if at the
I
end.
just tried to help you guys out. I didn't mean to get you angry, Dillian. You know, there's something that I give to slaves at their freedom, so I thought maybe the dragon has seen them before. It's unknown, but
Well,
it's a shot in the dark.
I'm not upset at you, so I apologize if I've made you upset.
she is upset that we are cowards.
We did the wiser choice of trying to get the dragon on our side, because I really do not trust that Kraken.
And what makes you think you can trust the dragon? We've never met him or heard of him,
Mutual
or
enemies.
whatever it is.
Well, it frees slaves. I saw it once. I sadly retreated because, you know, don't want to fuck with a dragon. But maybe he's seen me as free slaves, so maybe we could use that as terminology to make an alliance with it.
Well, I mean, that's the idea. But that's, let's see what happens, as I said.
The observation, Anto.
I'm not going crazy.
Another flower and then try to
No,
sneak
it
it
looks
into Dillian's
nothing
hair.
like a dragon.
Hey, I haven't really used this spell in a while. Have you guys heard of something called Warding Bond?
No.
Yes.
What it does is if I create
Yes,
a
I
bond
have
with
it.
somebody, they get like a resistance to all damage, but I take their damage, so we're kind of connected in some way.
I was gonna do
I don't
that
know
to you when we got in the fight.
Oh, okay. Why would you do that to me per se?
Because you are now like half elf now.
I'm okay.
After
I mean,
losing the amulet.
I'm just playing in character, but because I didn't want to lose the amulet because this was the accident's reminder. But actually, even with fewer hit points, I'm okay. It's alright. Yeah, as an out of character. So I was trying to play in character, but Booker got kind of frustrated with me. That was alright.
Well, Gnome's gonna try to sneak a flower into your hair.
Well, before we venture in,
Roll sleight of hand versus Delian's awareness
This is what we needed.
Yeah, so I've got a pretty high awareness, that, right?
or attention. I'm sorry, I like to call it awareness, but it's actually attention.
I'll just let him do it. I mean, I don't know. I'm just like, oh.
Delian probably spots you. I think he's got a pretty good
I
attention.
roll like shit.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh. If it must be, it must be, I guess.
Hey,
You
it's a shot
look,
in the dark.
you look as you get closer, Anto. It's dark in there, right? But you see something in there.
Massive things.
You look
Entrance
something
to the
in.
dragon's lair.
Is it the Kraken in there?
You don't see a Kraken in there.
Then we go in.
A second Kraken.
But this
We've been
place looks like a
tricked.
dragon. Tell me I'm not crazy. This
You're
rock
crazy.
formation
Anto.
looks like
no,
a dragon.
You're crazy. Like it's just rocks, man.
There's
I
so
see
much
the dragon.
anticipation.
I see the dragon. I see what he's talking about.
can we take
So
a
much
short rest?
anticipation to kill the dragon.
We're not here to kill the dragon, Dillian. This is your family member right here. We're trying to get it on our side.
We
That was
don't
the
know what
plan
type
all
of
along.
dragon it is.
Well,
It's a good dragon. It frees
You
life.
guys are making so many assumptions. We've never met this dragon before. I don't really
it's not
understand
a
why
bad
you
dragon.
make
We know
And
that
your
for sure.
first inclination is to kill it. Same with the Kraken. Everything
I'm just
you
kidding.
want to
I was
kill.
kidding on that. I was kidding on that. But
You were not.
let's talk. No, I wasn't kidding. I was kidding on the dragon. I wasn't really. But I said there was a lot of anticipation to kill the Kraken today, but we didn't do it. So
I would just
Let's,
prefer
let's
to fight the
just
Kraken.
let's
with
just
the
do
dragon.
this as quick as possible.
yeah.
We got no time.
I mean, who's gonna? Do we need to? We need to approach this carefully, or are we just gonna kind of just go in, or
I'm just
what's the
joining in
situation?
there. As long as not, if it is a Kraken, if there's anything that looks like a Kraken octopus, I'm doing.
Why
a
would it
U-turn
be next to
outta
the
here.
dragon, though?
I don't know what. I have a feeling. It's a small feeling that somebody's pulling our legs right here, and I don't know why, but I'm thinking that maybe the Kraken and the dragon is the same thing. Like, why would it not fight it? Maybe
Yeah,
because
so
you cannot fight
maybe,
yourself.
maybe you shouldn't have trusted the Kraken. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if I see any kind of tentacle, I look at no, don't turn to an octopus. I'm getting out of here.
Oh, wait a
Hey,
second. Wait a second, Anto. Why didn't you freak out when I was a giant octopus the last time when we first met?
I was never near you in the first place. That's why
Oh,
I kept
Well-
a distance from you.
if Anto wields the wave, does he do a lot more damage? That's a good question.
What?
wait.
If Anto wields wave as a trident, does he do a lot more damage? or
No,
is it the
I heard
same?
you. I heard you. But why are you asking that?
I don't know. I was just curious.
I don't think Anto wants wave anymore.
Yeah, it's not mine. It's Booker's.
I mean, it could be useful underwater, even if temporarily. I mean, Booker is not really a fighter, so
Yeah, you can use the wall thing, and that's it.
Well, there's also other implements that it can do, but I am not a martial fighter. There are spells that can allow me to. However, I do not have those studied those quite yet.
Oh yeah, Booker, you could have talked to that shark and we shouldn't kill it. I forgot to tell you that. Yeah.
I don't
you know
think
the
it
spell.
was-
Out of curiosity, the spell Legend Lord. Nobody ever uses this spell, but what does it do? Would that get help, right? Let me just double check on this thing.
requires the reason why no one uses it is because of its, I guess, its components.
Hold on, let me just check the components.
Was
You have
4 ivory
baby.
strips and incense. That's not that bad. Well, why did you say the components? What kind of components are you talking about?
So, do we see anything from the entrance?
Booker, you start to swim up further. Anto is there. And as you begin to swim closer, it's hard to see. You have to get even farther into the dragon's mouth. You should get a better view.
We went in there.
Inside the dragon's mouth.
Yeah, this is not the dragon. Is it the
That's
dragon?
not the worm.
I know.
It's that. It's
Are these rocks or are these like actual teeth?
It's not the worm.
I'm going in there.
I mean, I can.
Anto
No.
swims up a little
Okay.
bit further.
hey Booker. Hey
Put your
Booker,
character,
you wanna
Anto?
put Frank on
Put your character there. Put your character there, Anto.
Oh, there we go.
If Booker's leading the way, it can't be dangerous.
Well, I
Or
think
Anto.
I think Anto is leading the way, and Barnon is close behind. And I will describe the next room. As you move further into the lair, you notice a hallway. It is lined with electrical pillars, each one releasing a burst of static charge in irregular intervals. You can feel the hairs on your arms and the back of your neck stand up as you swim past them, careful not to touch the charged water.
How do you not touch charged water? If you're surrounded by water.
Charged water.
Wait a second, I have a question.
Got the electrolytes.
If we are in a pickle, let's say if we are in a pickle, since this is charged rock, could I manifest the energy from the rocks and do call lightning from the rocks since they're electrified?
Unknown.
Yeah.
That's something you're gonna have to try.
Yeah.
You're not close enough to see inside. I mean, I have revealed the next layer to show you what you see. I've also darkened it to kind of represent the ambience of the
Yeah,
layer
I
more.
can barely see anything anyway.
Can't see shit.
Yeah.
I'm a human,
You
so
know
that it works.
I mean, do
You know,
anyone
with
have dark
with the
vision?
flowers,
I have dark vision.
I do.
with the flowers in our bodies, it feels like we're being sacrificed. But okay.
I am sorry if it feels like I'm being sacrificed. It is something that I decided to, as a faction leader, I felt
Somehow,
like it was a
you guys are doing a great job using the arrow key thingies, but you guys are now all under the thing, aren't you?
Well,
Except for me.
You guys. I will drop you into the thing because you guys are messed up. Here we go.
We got it. Wait, what's going on with my body? Alright,
I'm still in the netherworld.
I'm stuck in here. What?
Yeah, I saw
I seem
that.
to be outside. Is that right?
I don't know. I'm putting you guys in here. Just be patient.
Oh, there you go. Alright. Okay, never
There we
mind.
go.
there we go. That explains
There we go.
it.
That's mine is shallow that is in the way.
Well,
There you
What's
go.
in the way?
why do you think we're being set up? Out of curiosity, what's the reasoning behind that?
You're
He's
asking
crazy.
me.
He's insane.
It's just, it doesn't make sense. The Kraken, I have a feeling that I have experienced it before. They're pretty powerful. And the fact that he doesn't want to fight the dragon or say he can't kill it, it makes no sense, at least for me. And it's it's set on wanting us to kill the dragon for it. It just doesn't make sense.
I was looking at legend lore. It can be useful later, but it is a 5th level spell, so it's a big spell to use. So you can get like a whole bunch of information that we need without if our history rolls and stuff don't work out. Because it seems like we don't have a lot of information sometimes. That's all.
We never have enough information.
The reality is, Identify needs to be reworked and explained a lot better than it is in the manual, in the Player's Handbook. Legend lore is a much more detailed version of it. It can go back throughout the entire history of the item's creation.
Mm-hmm.
It is a greater version of Identify, if you want to think about it.
Right, so when we didn't have information on Whelm, we could have actually cast this spell. Even it's a very high-level spell, we could get some information.
Anto's kind of talking, and he's entered the dragon's lair. And as you
I assume he's doing by himself, yeah.
Well, yes, so I have to describe what's that. As the hallway stretches on, Anto seemed to go on forever. You can see a dim light flickering in the distance. You move closer, your heart is pounding with excitement, and you realize there is a hoard of treasure glittering and shimmering in the dim light at the very end.
Oh, my greed.
You look down at the end.
Oh, yeah, there is treasure. I see
You
that.
haven't really shown your greedy side.
Anto makes a stealth roll. Everybody needs to stop where their models are at, as Anto needs to make a stealth roll.
We're still underwater, correct? Nothing's changed. And there's
Yeah, nothing's
electricity.
changed.
This is bad. We're in salt water.
0!
Excellent.
Not really, it's 0. It was actually 0.
You
Doesn't
get
count.
on all, you get
Salt
on
water,
all fours and
electricity.
start going
What
over
a
there.
wonderful combination.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
Out of one of the side chambers, a sea elf emerges as Anto has alerted something.
A what?
Oh.
An elf, sea elf.
That's where we're gonna
Is
start
that one of
when
the
we left it
slaves?
on.
You take a deep breath and swim towards the treasure, knowing that you may be risking your life, Anto, for the chance to claim it.
Yeah. It's
Actually,
like, there's no dragon around, so.
You
actually,
hear
this whole
you
dragon
hear-
thing. Actually, this whole dragon thing was an illusion. I'm the dragon.
This is the weirdest plot twist after
That's
all.
why I wanted you to lose weight, but you're too stubborn to let it happen.
I stabbed Elliot.
I don't
Well,
even
I
know
can't
the
move.
elf, right?
I'm stuck.
Paranoia, huh?
I'm
You're,
stuck.
you're stuck now?
Yeah.
You just need to shift click your model, right?
Yeah.
Shift click your model out of wherever stuck position you're at.
Oh.
Yep. You see a sea elf that moves with grace and fluidity. Her movements are as effortless as the current of the ocean. Her eyes are large and luminous, as they seem to change color depending on the light. Her skin is smooth and soft. Her features are delicate and angular. She swims closer to you, and you see she's wearing a shimmering cloak made of seaweed, and a crown made of pearls adorns her head. She carries a trident made of coral, and she wields it with ease and precision. The sea elf stops in front of you and studies you with a cautious gaze. You sense that she's assessing you, Anto, and she's trying to determine if you pose a threat or a friend.
Are you one of the slaves that got taken by the dragon? I say, Common.
What are you doing here?
What's that comes to his mind?
So we were sent here. There's so much that I gotta say here, but should not be the one to say it. Where's everybody? Am I by myself?
You got on all fours and ran towards treasure like an idiot, so you're by yourself.
You're
I
up.
swam towards.
We're
We are-
slowly
Run.
coming up as he
Yeah.
stumbles.
Yeah, we'll follow behind.
Yeah. So we were actually looking for a dragon. This is the dragon's place, right? I mean, the front side looks like a dragon.
I'll be asking the questions.
Of
Who
course,
are
of
you?
course.
I'm
Why
a
don't you tell him we're
mercenary.
servants to the Kraken? See how that goes.
No.
We are
No.
the Odyssey of Illuminators.
Yes,
Go
we
on.
are. We are a group that been searching for the dragon for quite some time. We haven't found it yet. We found this lair because a certain someone sent us here for something that at least I don't want to do. But I don't see the dragon is here.
We are looking to speak with the dragon that has been attacking the slaver ships.
We're looking for years across. Did no one remember the names that Kraken said?
I'm sorry, I didn't listen to what the Kraken was saying. So
Do we actually know anything
spoke
about
to
this
the Kraken?
Only
The
for
sea
trying to
elf
find
looks
you.
over at Myra.
Yes, it made us give offerings so that we could leave.
I was the only one that managed for it to not catch his interest in. I did not leave an offering, so
It was
I
less
was
of a
not
conversation.
pro of the Kraken anyway, so
It was less of a conversation and more of a general hostage situation.
oh yeah.
I'm not quite keen of the Kraken at all.
So, in terms of the dragon, we don't know its name. We don't know what type, right? We don't.
It's
Fire
a
fire
fire.
though.
What do we know? Well, gold dragons breathe fire and so do red, so that doesn't really. I don't know how well. But
It's
we
a
don't
dragon
really
with
know.
a fire breath. That's what I know.
Because that's all we know. That's all we have of the information, basically.
Oh, and the name.
We have
Sorry,
the
what?
name.
The name. Firo
What
said
was-
it
what was-
earlier.
Oh, that's right. We do have the name. I'd look at the notes. Hold on a second.
Can I ask you for your name? Because I don't know your name.
No, we do have the
I
name.
No.
looking at-
I'm asking about this the elf, sea elf. I am Anto. I'm mercenary, and we are the. What are we again? What's the name?
Odyssey of Illuminators.
Odyssey of Illuminators. Thank you, Martin. As you can see, I'm quite nervous because water, human, does not mix. We're not against the dragon. It was actually one of my ideas to see if we could find the aid of the dragon, to see if form some kind of partnership, fight alongside. Not against the Kraken, but that will help too. Yes.
Why do you want to form a partnership with the dragon?
Why did we want to do that again?
Well, for me, obviously, I seen the dragon here and there while I was freeing slaves, and since I now know that the dragon's been freeing slaves, I want to offer him a partnership with the Eutrilias. We are a faction that free slaves from slavers, and I could offer him assistance or her assistance.
We just are seeking counsel with him or them to converse about general things. A lot has shown up on our plates about this whole thing.
That would be beneficial for both groups, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What things do you speak of? She looks over at Booker.
Well, the destruction of merchant slaver ships, as well as perhaps growing more into the matters of alliances and protections. The dealings with the Kraken are also now on the plate as well. There's bounties put out against the dragon as well. That is another problem. So there are going to be a lot of people probably coming out here to try and attack said dragon as well.
Wait a second. There's bounties on the dragon?
Oh yeah, a giant fella.
Yeah.
Wait,
There's,
Thunderburger.
30,000 gold pieces on the dragon's head.
there's a giant. I believe it was a It was a storm or a
Storm
storm
giant.
giant. Yeah, it was a
He got
storm giant.
buggered of lightning.
Wait a second. So you found the bounty for the dragon. Do I have a bounty on my head?
Nobody ever heard of you.
Yeah, no one knows you. You're irrelevant. You suck.
Hey, I'm in love.
L ratio.
Look, if you guys gonna try to persuade the elf to lead us to the dragon, I'll provide advantage to anybody, I guess. If
Do
You
we
have
speak
not
directly with
stated-
the dragon?
Why you're here?
yeah,
Are
I'll
you
just be
here
clear
seeking
to
the
elf.
bounty?
No.
I'll
Oh.
speak clear to the elf. I'll be like, look, we need the dragon to kill the Kraken. Basically.
Not just that.
No, not just that. We're seeking just to converse with them.
But we're just trying to. I'm trying to keep it simple. We're just, we want an alliance with the dragon to kill the Kraken.
But dealing is never so simple because we are looking at to be like a comrade, a friend of us, of Stormfire.
Oh. Okay.
The reason we came here is to stop the slave trade that's going on in Stormfire, which you hate. You hate it so much that you almost killed me. So we need the dragon to help us for more than just the Kraken. I don't know, maybe help us fight or help you guys fight the darkness thing that's going on.
Now we're getting to what's most pertinent.
Yeah, I mean, slavery is more of a political issue because we've got the merchants and stuff, but...
But you're all about political.
Sorry?
You're all about political stuff.
No, I'm about reality, but you okay?
Oh, sadly,
Politics are
tell
not
you
in
that
reality.
I don't want to tell you that politics are in reality. So,
In any case, the reason for the dragon, us looking for the dragon, is for its help, more than anything. Also to warn it about the storm dragon that's gonna walk the water just to search for it. Yes.
Yeah, I'm a pretty direct person. I'm like, look, we need your help to fight the Kraken. It's pretty simple at this point. The rest of it we can discuss later.
A peace between the dragon and the Kraken has existed for some time. What is east of the chasm is the dragons. What is west is the Krakens.
That's
The
not what I heard from the
Kraken-
Kraken.
Yeah, the Kraken intends to undermine this peace.
Yeah.
Ah, so
He tried to send us for the head of the dragon, to kill it.
You tell him that? You tell him that
Yes.
seriously?
Yes, no need to hide the truth.
We came for the dragon's head.
No, I didn't say we come for the dragon's head. It sent us for the dragon's head, but we don't wanna. We don't want to do that. It was never our intention. As I didn't want to look at Kraken in his eyes.
And luckily, I managed to sneak away without even offering the Kraken anything because I wanted nothing to do with the Kraken.
That's my ring.
I don't know if you should have told him that, but it's okay. I guess it says life.
Well, if it helps, I am not an enemy of the dragon. So
the sea elf begins to cast magic. The sea elf begins to cast magic. What do you guys do?
I do not do anything.
Those with proficiency in arcana or magic may roll.
Ooh.
17.
They're about to zone of truth or
10.
else, I swear.
Delian, do you roll? Are you proficient in magic?
I don't have proficient in magic. I just have religion. Sorry.
I think it's with a disadvantage the next roll.
That's right.
For the player.
We'll have Booker roll with disadvantage.
All right, let's roll again then. 23, so 17.
17. Booker, it's detect thoughts.
Do I know who they're targeting?
You do not.
Okay.
I mean,
Obviously, it's a dragon.
that pretty much works in our favor, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really. I will step forward and say, I assure you, we do not have anything to hide.
I mean, I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. So
Then don't resist. Anto, do you resist the saving throw?
I do not. I don't even know it's happening.
I
I don't know if detect thoughts.
I'd be careful going through there. It's just a desert. Just
She
Yeah,
spends
she
she might see all those incidents that she
Ooh.
did recently.
What incidents?
her consciousness reaches out to yours, Anto,
Buying slaves.
and like a ghost looking through a window, she finds its way in. And she begins probing around your mind to understand what's happening. So you're working with the Kraken.
It thinks we're working for the drag with him. No. The Kraken thinks we're working with it.
You are technically. I mean, what do you think? I mean, we did. We accepted the deal.
Anto's brain.
But we don't got to do the deal. We just can ignore it.
Basically saying we're untrustworthy. Any deal that we make with anybody will probably betray.
I mean, nameless,
If they're God or Kraken. Yeah.
nameless sea slave. I mean, elf. I mean, elf. You're looking at my brain right now.
I-
my
I-
thoughts.
Whose
I
side are you on?
I step forward to the sea elf and like, look, the Kraken dragged us in. It's trying to use us in some sort of power game to persuade you or persuade us to basically harm the dragon in some way, but we have no intention of doing so. The entire sacrifices that our party have made up to this point, including leaving our items with the dragon of great sentimental value, is that we want to simply talk with the dragon, have a small discussion, and find out where we can be mutually helpful to each other. Can I roll influence?
No.
Okay.
If you're looking into my mind right now, then you must be able to see that I have some sort of like dreams, nightmares. I don't know if you can see them, but I'm not quite fond of the Krakens. I feel like I've lost everything to a Kraken. Not sure which one. Not sure if it really happened, but it's not fun. That's all I can say. I am not on the Kraken's side. I fear the Kraken. I don't want it to be near me. And last I checked, we were helping a dragon before all of this. So, I don't know if that counts.
Serious.
Your offerings to the Kraken are most likely gone already.
I was never looking forward to
hear
it
a
before I
scream.
got so. He's crying his core.
The Kraken
what's
works.
gone?
The Kraken works for the Genie King. Reason.
Wait a second. But
Oh no! My ring is going to the Genie King.
wait a second. But the Genie King abolished slavery. Why does the Genie King want to help kill the dragon if that land abolishes slavery? It makes no sense.
You're wrong. Those dastardly merchant ships travel to and from Husad, gathering slaves on those ships. The practice is alive and well in Husad.
Yeah, I told you.
Many
Wait,
lies to the public.
wait a second. So
Well, the
Does
Genie
that
King was
mean-
somebody we'd have to talk to as well. So, I mean, I think the Genie King had some things that we needed to find out.
But why would they allow that type of craft in a place that doesn't allow slavery if nobles get detect life with the people that they live with? Like, I have detect life, I think. Am I right, Booker? As he shows his mark that says his brother's name, Lane Pebble, as he doesn't know it's a slave mark, as his brother did trick him, but he doesn't know that.
I have nothing to say. I don't know.
So, we have to talk to the Genie King anyway, right? At some point. I mean, that's what we discussed earlier.
At some point.
I recall the Genie King had something that we needed to do, or some sort of teleportation, right?
It was the finger.
Oh, that's right, the finger. That's what it was. Okay. So, are you saying that the dragon won't speak with us? I'm kind of confused now.
The world is not fair.
Sorry?
As she looks over at Gnome, slavery is alive and well. Here in Orin and south in Vagrax. And the slave ships travel to and fro. And any offering to the Kraken will help this cause. Your ignorance is palpable. And you call yourselves heroes.
Let me try it this way.
Your breath is taken away, little girl.
I'm the offspring of Eurus. Perhaps the dragon would speak to me.
Oh, you're accepting the fact that it is your father?
I'm trying to use it. Jeez, you're gonna trump me now?
See, you do not even believe in the conviction of your own words, little girl.
Oh my god! I can't believe
Wait
you
a
screwed that up.
second. I don't know if the dragon has ever brought a slave with one of these, as he will do it craft the same flowers that is on the whole party. I also free slaves, and I put these flowers on the slaves so people know that I did the work, and it's a faction that I do to free slaves and help them get a better life, a better start.
I mean, you guys sacrificed the items, so you gotta try. If there's any way to persuade this person to...
I didn't sacrifice any items. You can detect my thoughts.
No, I'm saying we
nothing.
went through the trouble of trying to get an audience with the dragon, so we need to find a way to get in.
Actually, she could do detect thoughts on me and see that I offered nothing. I'm the only one who's not affiliated with the Kraken.
Does it look like there's no one else? Like the place looks like deserted, like just this one elf? Like,
good question, Anto. The answer is it just appears to be the elf out in the main hall here.
Because if it's like just the one, I will speak to it in Draconic. Are you the dragon?
I am.
It's paranoia.
I fucking knew it.
Wait a second. You're the dragon, as he says in Draconic?
Of course I
I
am.
thought you guys sang, I say, as in a common.
She says to you back, and of course I am, child of Idris.
Who's the child of who?
Well, it's an honor to finally meet someone who knows the pain and burden of trying to free slaves. It's
And
not
yet
easy
you
work.
and yet you work against the cause by helping the Kraken and the Genie King.
Can you truly fault us for such an action?
I didn't offer anything to the Kraken. You can read my mind. I didn't offer anything. The Kraken.
He didn't ask for
all
anything.
free.
I mean, it's kind of like, it's kind of like saying, I didn't ask for anything, but I didn't give anything either.
I think Dome just got ignored, and that's it.
Yeah, I gotta know it. You can see that I'm not affiliated with the Kraken.
You're guilty by association.
Nobody's affiliated with the Kraken.
Oh, that kind of guilty, okay.
Surely you can be more diplomatic than that.
Okay, so if you're talking to us, you obviously know we need your help. I don't understand why you don't want to work with us.
I have peered into the one's mind here. I know you are confused. Let me see in your
What?
mind, little girl, so you
Sure.
may show me your true nature.
Yeah, sure.
All those people getting roasted by fireball. Oh.
All right,
The
everybody.
murderous intent she had with the fucking Kraken.
Those who wish to
Hey, that'll
make
work
an,
out for us.
Hey,
those who wish
that
to make an
murderous
insight,
intent with the Kraken can help us.
those who wish to make an insight roll may do so now.
Insight.
Is this for detecting a lie or just a regular insight?
This would be actually, it would be like an intelligence check to remember something, to put something together. As the dragon is trying to refocus the detect thoughts on the Delian.
17.
That's fine.
I'm not trying to fight it. I'm doing nothing. So
14.
Insight check. Oh, I did an intelligence check. Insight then. Just two.
Insight is what in Monsters and Magic.
You roll a mind check, right? This is just to like remember something, to connect dots together that you as a player would know, but your character probably would.
Well, I got a 26.
You got a 26? You wouldn't know though because you weren't there. No.
I have a 13.
I'll bring it back. I have to pee.
Okay. Crazy.
I don't want to fight. The dragon, so.
I'm going to say that Barnan and Booker probably know this. As the dragon begins to touch her mind and refocus on Adelian, Delian is the one who had delivered the note to the Queen to lift the audit off of the merchant links. If the dragon peers deep enough, this could be a problem.
Yeah, but she knows the purpose. I mean, I don't hide anything. She would know the purpose of my doing that, and she would also know that I placed agents to basically undermine the entire operation in a more subtle way rather than a more direct way.
Yes, but they're going to only look at the snippet that they want to see, and then not look at the full thing.
Well, then that dragon's stupid, because you should look at the entire depth and context of that thing.
We just make a roll.
What do you mean? What kind of roll?
Allowing slavery to live for a moment longer is vile and corrupt, and any compromise to the sort is terrible. And you, as a servant of light, should know this. I'm going to make the roll.
You already know.
So I'm trying not to metagame it too hard, so I'll make a roll, right? To see if the dragon peers into your mind. You can also try to resist it, Delian, if you wish to resist.
I'm not going to resist it. I've got nothing to hide.
I roll it. Rolls pretty good.
Same like me. We're not hiding anything. So yeah.
I mean, my character didn't do anything
Why?
wrong.
As a few moments go by, like a minute, you just see the dragon is beginning to peer through the memories of Delian to understand what is going on. What do you guys do? The dragon seems to be focused.
I'm not doing anything, so.
I'm
looking at the sit down.
I'm gonna sit down, looking towards the gold, just admiring from a distance. Now knowing this is a dragon, I am stepping a foot closer to that.
It's like half a million gold, and
Is she not responsive if we talk to her?
I'm just trying to absorb everybody's talking, so I have to kind of go around the table. So I'm going to go to Anto real quick. You pause for a moment, Anto, considering your options. You could try to sneak past the dragon and take some of the treasure for yourself, or you could just turn back and leave the lair untouched. The choice is yours, but you know that the dragon is probably a fearsome opponent with razor-sharp teeth and claws and the power to summon lightning bolts from the sky.
Yes. It's like a balance, well balanced. Do I want to make an enemy of the dragon, or do I want to make an enemy of the Kraken? But the Kraken's already an enemy. I don't want to be near it. So,
well, the Kraken serves the Genie King. That's a new piece of information.
And that's a new piece of information that we have now. Yes. So, yeah, I'm not going to mess with the gold. Yeah, I'm just going to admire it from a distance.
This also explains how we have an aquatic dragon. It's a sea elf. So that's something to remember.
It's interesting that the aquatic dragon over there, fire, right? Underwater.
There are tens of thousands of coins, Anto. And Barnan, you kind of are just assessing things too, and so is Gnome and Byra. This probably could be the loot of the Iron Links from the ships. right?
Is there as one of the slaves' corpse in the gold pile?
Make a perception roll.
Well, I got a good perception. I can see stuff.
An
Yes.
aquatic dragon that breathes fire underwater. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, natural 20, 28.
Whoa.
There's a corpse right there.
See a single pinky bone.
You see all kinds of loot in here. You see a crown. Is that a wind chime? A potion? Rubies and gemstones abound, all different types, cut and uncut. It is truly a hoard. There are thousands and thousands of coins. How could you possibly even remove it from here?
Do you even mind if I take one of those treasures?
I look at Anto, just... Now is not the time.
Anto, please, we do not want to anger the dragon. Please do not take from the loot. If you try to do anything suspicious, I will grab my vine to make sure
I'm just
I will kill you.
asking.
I will kill you, Anto. Like,
I'm
this is just-
asking.
I'll kill you.
Bring
We
out
are
the
not
horse.
angering the dragon. And I'm making sure the dragon's in here. If he tries to go after your treasure, I will make sure he stays in the ground.
I'm asking. I'm not taking. I'm just asking it.
I will warp him into the sun, I swear.
This is blood money from the merchant Lynx. And you, little girl, have delayed the inevitable. With your own greed and hubris, you delay it, trying to profit
What are
off
you
of the
talking
slave
about?
trade. You are trying to
No.
wait and bide time for your items to arrive. I know this. I have read your mind.
That's not true.
It is kind of true.
Then
It
what is the
true,
truth?
like,
Tell
The
me,
truth
what
is
is the truth?
The truth is
Why
that
have you
we're taking a
allowed...
horse.
You have the ear of the queen, and yet you let slavery thrive in your kingdom. And you are evil
It's
for
been-
doing so. Every lash that is heard, I hear it in the bay.
It was legal
You
before
ignore
the
it.
queen came, and it's still technically we're trying to make it illegal. I mean, things don't happen in like a second, right? In any kingdom, right? So
It's up to you.
I've already
You have the
placed
power of the
agents.
crown. It is in your power. And you say and complain and drag your feet as any politician would. The time for action is now. Have you not felt the earth shake?
Okay, this
Well,
dragon seems very,
It's
very,
why
very...
we come here. It's why we're here. That we wish to work alongside you to rid the city of slavery with the power
Go
of such
back
yours.
to where you come from and rid it.
You know, this
Well,
dragon is very
wait a
kind of
second.
like black and white in terms of good and evil. It's not going to negotiate with us, basically.
wait a second, Mr. Dragon. Or
Mrs.
Mrs.
Dragon.
Okay, Mrs. Dragon. Obviously,
This is dragon.
Don't misgender.
I cancel you on
some
Twitter.
dragons like to, polymorph into the opposite sex.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. What's
This
he
is not the
talking about?
time, Gnome.
Okay, well, I free slaves. I can promise you that these people will fight tooth and nail to make sure slavery gets illegal where they're from. I'm fighting tooth and nail trying to free slaves, and you know that. Hopefully, you've seen my flowers around. If not, then
Take your flowers
if
and put them on the corpse of the Iron Lynx.
There you go.
Use them as
if
a
I may-
fair. Use them as a burial rite. And
if I
nothing
may,
more. For every slave
not
you
to-
free, 10 more are captured and sold and serve the Genie King. His pyramid every day grows larger, and your ignorance to the world affairs is shameful.
Yeah, if I may, if I make a vow to rid Stormfire of slavery, I don't know, immediately, would you still negotiate with us, or is it just sort of like we do something first, just and then then you might think about it? Is that what you're saying?
testing me, little one. With your
I've always been
politicians'
against
ways.
slavery.
Really? You're willing
Yeah.
to give up so little and so much? What is
I
more
got a
worth?
proposition.
A pound of gold, she points toward the horde, or a pound of flesh?
What are you talking about? I'm just said I've always been against slavery. I've always been
You
trying to
annoy
get rid
me.
of it.
Leave here at
Sorry?
once. She's frustrated with you, Delian. She commands you to leave.
I have a proposition. If you may, listen to me for a little bit.
She turns in annoyance towards you.
I don't do this often. I would never do it, but I will do it this time. We want an alliance, and if the price is you taking my left arm, and I will, once I get back to Stormfire, get rid of the source.
I am not so crude to take your limbs.
Just listen to me. And
I am listening, and I have read your thoughts. I have seen the way you have worked. I know.
Let me talk. Let me talk, you dragon. And I'm offering you my left arm. And the thing is, if I'm offering you my left arm, it will be as a deposit. I'll go back to Stormfire. I will get rid of that source. If I don't, you can get rid of me. I'm offering my life. You see my mind. You see my memories. You know that I value money and survival. And I want to leave right now. I want to survive another day. I want to be alive. You see my mind. You know I'm
comes up to
speaking the
you.
truth.
She comes up to you and points you in the chest. Now you listen to me. I have seen your mind. And I know you think that you care about money. And that's all you care about. And that is not true. I have seen how you and the other, she points over to Viro, were able to free those children. You care more than her. She points over to Delian. You actually will free the slaves.
And why are you being so difficult?
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Go back to Stormbrook, free the slaves, and do what is right.
Will you be an ally of us? Will you help us out in need when we ask for it?
You understand that if we do this, the Lynx will summon more power and bring it here. We request your hand if we are going to do this.
The Lynx are evil. They work for evil. Have you not felt the earth shake? The darkness is here.
And they will bring more evil, which is why we need to stand as hope for the world.
I stood there for centuries before you. Leave, she says to Delian as she makes a slide remark.
Now, Delian may have made a mistake, but she is simply a girl that was being diplomatic, which I must say in her character is not how she would normally operate.
He usually explodes things pretty often.
He's not willing to listen to diplomacy. He's either no slavery or what do you call it?
Booker makes I'll have Booker make the intelligence roll.
Oh, an intelligence roll?
Or your mind roll, whatever you want to do.
I'm going to do intelligence. That is a dirty 20.
You know that if you betray the Lynx, your items that you have ordered with them will be lost.
That's fine. I don't care.
Items are just items.
I never really cared. I mean, it's not like we cared, but just nice to have. And the dragon would know that. The dragon would know that. I don't know why it's reacting in this way.
The dragon doesn't really know that. Doesn't know. She's not all-knowing.
Well, I mean, the thoughts I would have would indicate dragon, but regardless, it seems to not want to negotiate.
Tokens, trinkets, magical artifacts, weapons, such of those that they provide us mean little against the outrageous things that they do. And besides, if they just choose to bring it here, we can take it from them. They don't deserve those things either, in that sense. Especially for the crimes that they commit. So I'm on board for taking down the Lynx.
Yeah, but if we attack the Lynx now, before we have an advantage, I mean, it just I don't know. They're just I think just stupid, but whatever.
So
Didn't they
you want to
want to
wait.
fight it anyways?
You want to wait. Let these people who have made my job hell of freeing slaves, making her job people in City Dragon hell, because she also freed slaves. Do you understand how much work we have to do on a day-to-day basis? You know how many slaves we free on a day-to-day basis, and then trying our best to
Let me
recover?
ask you a simple question. If we move against the Iron Links with this Kingdom of Stormfire tomorrow, right? What do you think is actually going to happen? What do you think the result would that be?
Probably
major
Navy
all-out
getting
conflict,
sent over
right?
here.
Probably like
The
an
lash
all-out
will be
conflict.
put down for certain. Yes, there might be bloodshed, but it'll be the blood of evil that spills.
And there will be some blood of good as well. It won't just be like one way.
But you
Maybe-
can't make
That's just the nature of war.
sacrifices must be made.
And I'm the bloodthirsty one? Really? Okay.
See, she looks at Anto. She is more greedy than you. She would not give up her items so easily. She serves the links. She gave the note. She is evil.
Are you kidding me?
I cannot find the remarks. It's so true.
That's dude.
It is
To
true.
agree.
Are you kidding me? I left the amulet with the
Repent
the
then.
Kraken.
Get down on your knee and swear to Ivonia that if you do not free the slaves immediately and outlaw it in the kingdom of Stormfire, so Orin may once again be a free nation of men, that Ivonia will strip you of all your powers. Prove it now, or I will destroy you.
This is a serious mistake.
What do you do? He threatens you.
If I agree to this is a very serious mistake. If we attack the links, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Every day that passes, the lash is whipped across the flesh of the young and old. And yet you wait in barter for what?
Well, knowing that they work with the darkness, I have no problem going to war with the Iron Links myself.
I've been wanting to do it this whole time, but I've just been going along with you guys. I was going to kill Rashad so many times.
War threatens my shores at home.
Well, your enemy and my
belongs-
enemy are the same. So I'm down with it.
Swear it now! She points over to Delian. What do you do? Or do you wish to discuss the party?
Very, very well. You have my absolute vow that we will
Get on a knee. Serve your god in trueness.
All right, I'll get on my knees. Very
Both
well.
knees, she says.
Am I? Okay, both knees. Very, very well. You have my vow that slavery will be abolished. You do realize there's going to be tremendous amounts of bloodshed, right? A lot of good people will die.
Blood is already spilt. Stop stalling.
A lot of good people are already enslaved.
Okay. I don't think this is the smartest strategy, but fine.
Fine what? Say it true. Swear to Ivonia that if you do not free slavery immediately once you return, that she will strip you of all your power. And may her vengeance be swift and true.
May Ivonia's vengeance fall on me if I don't keep my absolute vow to rid the kingdom of slavery.
What kingdom?
Which is, the kingdom of Stormfire.
She nods. And Delian, as Delian kind of kneels there, says like some half-hearted prayer, but it's, how do you feel, Delian? Are you trying to be true to this, or are you lying?
Well, if I make a vow, it's absolute. So, from her perspective,
I mean, you say the words out loud, but do you feel it in your heart?
There is the oath breaker path. You can break the oath.
No, but I never break oaths. It's just that I just don't think it's a smart plan. That's all. That's different.
You feel that, like, it's kind of like when a paladin takes an oath, that you feel a magical power stir within you Delian is basically under the effect of a gaze spell of some powerful gaze, right? And
yes.
yeah, and the effects are unknown if she does not complete it.
Great.
Arise, she says.
I got it. She is. Okay.
Now go and end slavery once and for all. She waits for you to leave.
A question. Will you be of any assistance to us in this matter?
No.
She waits, she's like, I will sink as many ships as I can.
Very good. And another side question. How would you feel about us killing the Kraken?
We're going there?
The Kraken and I have a non-aggression pact, let's just say. We both respect each other's power, and a fight to the death would be difficult.
It would
Forces-
seem that pact
So
is-
we have to fight the Lynx and basically get ourselves near death, but he's not going to fight the Kraken. Great. Anyway,
I don't think that pact means much to the Kraken anymore.
yeah. Well, it doesn't matter, I guess. Remember, it matters to the person that makes the pact. So whoever makes the oath, people that keep the oaths, they keep it regardless of what the other evil guy does.
Barnon, you do get this sense of like some hypocrisy here, right?
Yeah. So, would you be willing to assist us in fighting the Kraken that has obviously gone against this non-aggression pact?
And is working with the Genie King.
I will. But you must first end slavery.
Oh, that's been quite a beneficial discussion we've had here.
I do feel like it is very unhospitable of us to ask you, what is your name? We've gone this entire conversation without learning.
Oh my god, I've said it twice.
Yeah, twice already. Thrice, I think.
And introduce themselves. It's only polite, isn't it? Let them introduce themselves. I don't know. Thought it would have been
Well,
nice.
What is your name? I didn't hear this when you
Yeah, I
said
didn't
it.
hear
Here's
it
the
either.
cross.
You're so cross.
You're so cross. You're so cross.
You're so cross.
Oh,
How do you
God.
spell that?
I am the guardian of the sea, Syracross.
Just zero
Here,
cross.
cross. Yeah, the
I
Kraken
s-
said it. That's why I knew it.
If
I
you
was just
also
put
hit,
cross.
if you also hit tab, that reveals the nameplate of her Syracross Pearlwing.
I keep forgetting the tab
Oh,
is
okay. So that's what the tab was. Sorry.
I'm glad you guys didn't do it, because then I would have ruined it.
I
no,
did
I
at the very
forgot
beginning.
to
I
press
just
it.
didn't say anything.
I know, it's cool.
I did the tab, but I thought it was the name of the sea elf at the beginning. So anyway.
I watched over Stormbrook for so long. When it was free, we guarded it before the darkness came. I had to flee, here, in the ocean, deep to where it couldn't find me. A lot of my brothers and sisters were slain in the Great War. Our vengeance must be swift and true. I will do my best to uphold my vow to you, if you uphold yours.
And we
Are you,
shall.
are you familiar
I vow.
with
I
Urius?
vow.
I was gonna ask that.
Right.
Urius?
Will vow to
God
end
of the East Wind? I think it was East Wind, right?
But I think he's in pain or something, or
I'm
something.
pretty sure the
attacking him.
darkness has taken him.
being corrupted by. Was
We're in
it,
the process too.
What do you mean?
Sorry.
An old holy relic got corrupted and is stuck in his chest.
Do we
And
really
now
want
the
to say the
darkness
next?
came.
Do we really want to say the next?
They deserve to know, don't they?
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. Was it Booker? The stab ears in the chest?
Yes, I was trying to free him from his material plane binds, but after he perished, his heart reformed around the tip of the blade that was apparently infecting him, yes. Although now it's Dark Razor, but
Black Razor.
Black Razor, Black Razor, Black Dark.
Yeah, actually, I've been trying to find a way to turn Black Razor back into Light Razor. Maybe you can help with that.
I might have to ask Celestials for something like that.
The sword that was forged in the heavens and used in the Great War. The darkness cannot create anything new. It can only take what the forces of light have made and corrupt it. It is true that gods can become corrupted too. Maybe my uncle will be corrupted by this darkness, and then the world will be in danger.
Dillian, you found a family member!
Is there any way to remove corruption?
You said you tried to kill him with the sword.
We tried, yes.
At his call. It was
At
your
his call. Yeah, he did ask us to.
It is true. What the paladin says. The truest member may be here, and freer of slaves and a chain breaker. She looks over at Vira.
Vira smiles, because he knew he was doing something good having to deal with Anvil's bullshit.
The sword was forged in heaven. This is beyond me. Even for one as such as I. This has to do with the gods above. Creation and destruction coming together. I do not know, but if we do not act fast, I fear for Urius that he will be corrupted, and his wrath could be mighty, and he could become the new darkness, perhaps.
So,
she says in like a solemn, nature, right?
Turning Black Razor back into Light Razor.
She looks over at Vira. She's like, the sword was forged in heaven. Perhaps you will have to ask the gods themselves how to undo it.
Alright, Ellie, you're up with that. I don't know if I can speak to my god. I don't have anything for that. I could probably try, but maybe at the church I could try.
Prayers, yeah. Until then, I suppose we have to liberate the city.
Oh, I've been excited for this for a long time, Hero says.
Then go now and free it.
Is there a chance we could get our items back from the Kraken if we go kill it now?
Are we really fighting the Kraken now?
I think we're gonna die if we do that. Let's go free. I think she wants us to do this immediately. I don't think she wants us to have any.
Yeah, Kraken.
She points over at Dylan, must fulfill her oath, and then I will fulfill mine to you.
The is usually a specific time, so I guess a week or something like that.
Unknown.
Anyway.
Very well.
Plus, I can deliver messages to you once the deed is done.
Oh,
I will hear it. I know the magic of which you speak.
Okay.
It is like a text message. Thank you.
It's more of a page, really. But
a scribe.
Yeah, let me check my pager.
My magical pager.
Instapager.
Yes.
So we're living now?
I suppose so.
Yeah, we have to start a slave war. I don't know if you guys are.
Woo! Let's go!
Hey, right before we leave though, I want to talk to Cross. I'm not gonna call it the whole name. I'm gonna call it Cross.
Sure.
I point at Cross and I'm like, of all the people that I talked to so far in this year, you are the one that tick me off the most, woman?
Because I speak the truth.
Is that
Yes,
really
people
what
like
you want
that.
to say?
You don't know. But two
Also-
dragons so far has done the same thing. Like tried to bring a heroism out of me when I'm not a hero. And it ticks me up, but out of the two, you're the one that pissed me the most.
I can
I
take
tried
an
to
arm
leave.
if you want.
I was about to give my arm.
Slowly, just
what-
wave pierced.
I think that if you want us to do your work, perhaps there's some aid that you can provide us on the way.
You'll need
You
two
know.
arms to fight the darkness, soldier. It is
Right,
time that you
but-
put away being the sellsword and become the heroes of old. The
Yeah,
legends
like I
that
said,
once.
so far, two freaking dragons have said the same thing so far.
Yeah, I think what Anto's
I think you
trying
should
to
take the
say is
hint.
that I think that what Anto's trying to say is that can't you provide us financial or
All right, we're leaving. Let's
Delian,
go.
Please, Delian.
Let's go. All right, let's go.
Just dragging Delian out. She's trying
You
to.
might be a family member. but we gotta go.
Thank you for your audience.
By the way, Cross, this here is
Wait,
a year's
just-
child, so it's your family member. You just
Well-
make kneel on the ground. Let's
Well,
go.
what gnome
Oh,
will
wait a minute,
do?
you're pissing,
well-
pissing the dragon off and then leaving?
Well-
Okay.
What gnome will do is offer a friendly handshake and just like, it's finally nice to meet you.
She shakes your hand. And you feel like, as she shakes your hand down, like all those hairs on your body begin to, charge a little bit with electricity. As you sense she's like, free them all. Not just a few. You won't have enough roses in the garden to save them all. But you have to cut off the head of the snake if you wish to free all the slaves. Now go do it, she says to Gnome.
I will do it, and at least now you know my symbol. If you ever see any slaves that are free with flowers, you know it's me who's doing it.
Thank you.
Before we depart, perhaps you can provide us some financial or resource aid, material aid.
He's still like yelling as you guys have like dragged him out near the
Yeah.
entranceway.
Okay, I'm gonna
Delian's
cast
just getting pulled
entanglement.
away.
I'm gonna cast entanglement to shut up Dillian. We're like,
Yeah.
Wrapped
Hey,
in
the
river
river
lines.
what?
So,
Why-
it is so
why are you
fucked
pulling
up
me
to
out?
ask. You're asking for payment to do something that should have
Not
been
asking
done a
for-
long time ago.
She's
Let me
not
put it
asking for
this-
payment.
Yeah,
He's
but,
asking
no,
for
but let me-
money and
yeah, I'm not
compensation
asking
for
for
doing
payment, but I don't understand what are you going to fight? What are you going to fight the slavers with? We need the gold to help the Stormfire to get soldiers, right? I don't understand why you would not ask for that.
She already deemed you greedy, and you already do have the favor of the queen. The queen's
One
already on
greedy
board with
cousin.
this.
I moved you guys
know
outside the
I'm not
lair,
greedy.
right?
You guys know I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
greedy. I have like a few hundred gold. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, we can't fight the slavers with nothing.
We have the kingdom. The queen herself is on our side.
If I remember,
Right.
the queen was
Needs
keen
money.
on taking rid of this.
I mean, the kingdom
threat.
needs money. I mean, what do you think the kingdom
Doesn't the kingdom
operates
make
on?
money?
No, the kingdom
It
is
doesn't.
broke.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's broke. Jesus.
Yeah, no, Delian is right.
I mean, this is it's got mounds of gold that she stole from the slavers anyway. We return it to the coffers of Stormfire, and then they could hire mercenaries or something. We could fight the slavers. It's kind of stupid. I mean, I don't understand why you're not asking for that.
Well,
Instead,
look,
you got me stuck
okay,
in
okay,
this valve that's-
Dylan, tell you what. Take it easy. Take a breath. On
You
the
got
water.
me stuck in this vow now, or I'm stuck in this vow, basically.
So-
and
We got a plan to get money. I just think of this right now. I just said that. We got
Yeah.
Uri's lair. We can just ask your papa for money. That's
okay,
it.
let me put it this way: it's like the Ukraine fighting Russia. Okay, we're gonna lose.
You need to be more positive, okay? I was a one-man army and I was fighting the slavers, okay?
Didn't we find you hiding as a squid?
Yes, because I saw the dragon.
If the slavers have the Kraken and the Genie King on their side, we're gonna lose. I mean, we need resources. I mean, this is kind of silly.
As much as I hate to admit it, Delian is in some way right. And I think there might be a sliver of a chance that your, I don't know, cousins relate, I don't know, something rather, that the dragon would help fund it to take down their own empire, I suppose, down in the city. May work.
Booker, you
Actually-
got the trident with you?
Hero, could you please go
Yeah,
ask the
holding the
dragon
trident.
for financial
Wait a second,
assistance?
but
Let's just sell the
Well,
relics. Trident and well. Let's just sell it.
we
That way
tried
we can
to
make
sell
money.
Whelm.
That's it.
Yeah, we've tried to sell well before. I guess we can do that, but I mean, it's kind of. I mean, the
We're
dragon's
just waiting
got
for the
all
door
that
to
stuff
this
that
point.
he's not using. I mean, I don't. You were after. You were actually greedy after that stuff. The dragon's got all that stuff. That he's
But I'm not
using.
stupid. I'm a human on the water with a dragon
Right,
that
but what I'm
has
saying is,
lightning
in this
inside.
case, we're not keeping the gold for ourselves. I could give it to the kingdom. They can hire more soldiers or whatever, right? And then we can actually fight the slavers, right?
But
Trust
if I,
to
just
see it that
just
way.
going there and attacking the slavers, that's as bad as attacking the Kraken. I mean, what's
If
the
I-
difference?
if I recall your vow, it was to immediately deal with the slavers as soon
Yeah.
as you got back to the city. So I don't know how long we can wait for them to amass an army after we build it. You'd probably have to be outside the city for a month or so.
Let's,
All right,
Also,
well,
let's
the
just
other
go
thing
and
we
do
do-
this, and then
we do
deal
need
The
with
other thing we
to,
everyone
can
else later.
do is
We need housing
then,
and stuff for the
then
slaves.
we have to surprise the slavers and seize their assets before they can react, I guess. Anyway, all right.
If we see any Ironlink
this
ships on their way
information-
home, then we can certainly
What's this information
have our way with
that-
them.
You're suddenly so confident of taking on Ironlink ships. We don't even know what's on them, but you can't take on the Kraken, which is a single creature. All right, let's go.
You're so confident in crushing a kraken, but you're very crossed against fighting a ship of people. I understand.
Right, but what I'm saying is, think of it this way: the ship will have 20 to 30 guys on it, but
Mhm.
one Kraken
A
against 6
Kraken
of us.
is a terrifying titanic creature, but humans are easy to deal with.
I mean, if we gang up on a creature, we always win. That's my feeling, but that's all right.
Oh,
Yeah.
you've never fought a Kraken before.
Counterpoint, you can set a ship on fire.
Hey, Booker. Before I forget, we leave this place immediately.
Mhm.
Does the compass point towards the lair?
Oh, do I look? I look at the compass.
You
Did not hear that. Muted.
Points east.
Still pointing east.
Is the lair east?
Is the layer east? Is it pointing in front of me? Is not. Is pointing. If you look at the little map there.
All right, yeah, we got a compass
Booker,
here.
you like tap the compass a little bit. Roll an Arcana roll, Booker.
I do also have.
It's just a broken compass.
Arcana. I do also know which way north is, so there's that. 23.
Viro says, "Hey, it might be broke. It might be."
This compass gonna be the death of me.
Wait a second. You are an archmage with a broken compass.
No, because you specified it was pointing east. So if I had turned around, it would go the other way. So it's always pointing east to the general direction, right? I don't understand. Your wording is weird, but
It's just always pointing east. It's just
it's just
broken.
pointing
It does
east,
that.
so it's always to the left.
I mean, that's not broken. So it's a compass always pointing east. There's
Then
something going
it's
on.
not technically broken. It's just deciding it's just someone pranked you, bro. Like, damn, they really got your ass.
That was I've just been holding on to it. I haven't even been investigating it, really.
Maybe they
Got a
painted it
compass.
wrong and it's always pointing north, but the paint is wrong.
Okay, well let's head back anyway. It doesn't seem like we can get anything done until.
Yeah, Anto, it's just a compass. That's the one.
I'm
freaking you.
frustrated. What if it's treasure? The money that we need for the war?
You should probably
Well,
avoid
we
the
should have
Krakens.
we should have asked for it, but you pulled me away, right? So,
No, I'm not talking
alright.
about the one behind us. I'm talking about this compass. It might lead us to more money. Plus, we can get the money from your father. That's it. I was
would
over
the
there.
compass
There's
lead-
treasure over
don't-
there.
I don't know how well he's doing right now.
Mhm.
Why would the compass lead to money? Okay. Anyway,
Compass always leads to treasure.
Okay, you sound insane. I hate to say that, but you know, if you say something that always points to one direction, you know, it could A, bring it to treasure or death. or death.
Damn, 2 deaths.
Mm.
You know,
Pretty serious.
where I got my training from my circle, I went back to my homeland, and that's where the evil black dragon took over. But there's that, and that's why I'm not so scared of dragons. So I know to stay away from them.
So, okay.
Let's just go
We're
away from
good
the
now.
Kraken for now.
Let's
Yeah,
get
we
down
gotta
of
take
here.
it back to
Let's just hope Kraken
I
does
will
not
go
know?
back. I'll go back to the dragon.
Oh,
Yeah!
Why are you going back all of a sudden?
You're muted again.
Yeah, because Delian is kind of right. We do need money at least for housing the people that we saved.
You going back by
At the very
yourself?
least.
I'll go with them.
I'll go with Fyro because Fyro is gonna make the best.
I stay
somehow.
outside.
Oh, I'm gonna make a mess.
We have
Yes.
Viro and
Wait a
Booker
minute,
and
you're-
Anto going
Anto's
back in.
complaining that Byro's gonna make a mess? Really?
Fyro is it's like Dillian but different.
What? What?
I
No.
use fire. That's it.
That's the
I'm
only
a
two-
little unhinged. I'm a little. Only to him. Only to him.
A little, yes.
Okay.
Viro, you walk back into the dragon's lair, and so does Anto and
Arnon, I think.
No, Booker.
Booker.
Okay.
Booker, Delian, Gnome, and Arnon stay outside, correct?
Yeah, we're
I
on
guess
Dillian
so.
watch.
Okay.
I
No, I just don't want my thoughts detected.
What?
And you guys go back inside. She is not there. What do you guys do?
Cross.
Yeah, I call her name because I'm not.
I'm not calling the full name.
I'm not stealing her shit.
What? She comes out from this side area right here.
I do the famous like Will Smith showing this off like Fyro.
Every moment that passes, a slave is whipped.
Yes, it pains me to have to come back here, but Delian might have a point. Would you mind
As
giving
Booker
us-
tries to step up behind her,
Oh,
she says, "What are you
I
doing?"
I didn't know where. I didn't see the model there. I thought everyone was moving in. I'm sorry. I couldn't see anything. There we go. Sorry.
Every moment that passes, a slave is whipped. And you sit here. You've come back here for what reason?
I've come back to assure that the slaves won't have to struggle when we free them. The kingdom is currently going through some hard times, and the thoughts of the burning forest being chopped down by that guy, the previous king that immediately died by those things that impaled him. Wait, no, I wasn't there. Never mind. That was
How
Sword.
can I trust you with these dirty politicians, and how can I trust that girl? She won't betray her oath. You
I'm
will
not
not
gonna
get
give her
a
any
dime out of me and the horde that stands beside me. This money is blood money, and deserves to no one but me and myself. You will not get it. You will have to do this yourself. Fulfill your oath, Paladin. Be good. Do good. Stand up for good.
This
Pay
is
for
why
housing.
good and evil are not necessarily helpful.
Am I gonna have to mute Delian? Because Delian's not even here. I love it though. Delian always chimes in telepathically.
He's sending
Yeah, I
telepathic
can
messages.
telepathy.
Professor Xavier.
In
No, but
spirit, it's
seriously,
human spirit.
Out of character, I'm just this is why good and evil are not really useful in this case. It's black and white. So
Vyro, do you really think we need this money for sure?
Well, if it's
it was
black and white, Dillian, then what's your honest thought about Barton? You know, he fell to the darkness, but I didn't.
what?
He fell to the darkness, remember?
I assumed that he had a cursed item. I mean, it wasn't his fault, right?
So, I need you to understand, like, some people only think in black and white. No good and evil.
I don't like black and white is what I'm trying to say, but alright.
Yes, I understand that, but some people only think in that dualic thought.
In the end, we're screwed, right? We basically have to take a side. Thank you.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. We have to pick a side. Like, a lot of nobles didn't treat me correctly. They called me horrible names, and they called me a fake because I was adopted into nobility, not a real noble.
Okay, I'm confused now, but alright.
He's just trying, like, calm you down.
I'm not upset. I'm just we basically have to choose a side. So that's kind of screwed without any. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's just go back. He's not going to give us anything, and the
Wait,
Kraken
what?
took everything.
We're
What I
gonna
miss?
go. We're gonna go back inside because we had like a little detour just from one little side remark from Delian, of course. We're back with Viro, Booker, and Anto.
Anto asked me something, but I don't remember what it is now.
Yeah, like, are you 100% sure that we need this money? Like,
If it was on the table, I might as well have asked, but we can
well,
find another way to fund the housing for the slaves.
how about this? I got an idea. If it doesn't work, I'm out of here.
How about this? I show you what your absence is doing.
Show me. You got a TV?
Follow me, she says.
He says? So it is a he.
She. I said she.
Oh.
Elves are fluid like that. It's fine.
This is not an elf, this is a dragon.
She's
But this-
upset that we're wasting time.
She
Ask for gold.
walks this way, right? So she walks back into this area. You guys
I don't
follow
know
her?
where I don't even know where I am. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Sure. I mean, it helps to know at least something.
I move you guys over to here.
If you're gonna say that slaves are suffering, then I guess we should probably go, because we already know that. I just wanted to make sure they had housing, and now we're wasting more time.
Apologies.
She
I
begins
think
to
that's-
cast magic over the pool.
Oh, that's a pool.
She says, wasting time. Like letting the girl write a letter to the queen, lifting the audit. Like that.
She didn't tell us about that until she did it.
I read his mind. Or I read her mind.
Everybody's a he or she.
Consider yourself informed. She begins to like cast magic over the pool. What do you do?
So here's the thing, Cross. We need the money. I am greedy. I know that, and I can tell you, money is money, no matter if it has blood in it or not. And so, I am going to be making sure that guy on Stormfire is dead. I'm going to kill it, or Myra's going to kill it. This is a race to see who kills it first.
I'm gonna fucking. I can go faster than you.
But here's the thing: after we do that, we're gonna have to fight for sure a war against the Genie King, and Stormfire. The kingdom needs capital, money, gold, and they can use that to fight against the slavery, not the slaves, slavery.
And surely Rashad has that money with him there.
Are you sure?
Who's to say?
I'm pretty sure he has plenty of capital, yes, but it wouldn't be wonderful to use the Genie King's money against him.
Yeah, because the kingdom right now is broke.
It is the Genie King's money
Yeah, they
still,
built like
even if it's
a
in
lot
a
of
shop.
farms.
Money does not mean much to me. You've seen me give it away constantly. It's just money. Giving to the unfortunate is just, I don't know, feels generally right to do.
Yeah, flashback to you taking 400 coins individually and putting into one of those.
I like to be thorough, excuse you. Like, it's just, if we go there and it's an entire city against Rashad and his few men that he may have. Surely we won't be able to get all of them, and eventually word will spread to the Genie King, but unless they're magical, it may take weeks, months even. That's enough time for us to prepare and get the city ready for whatever is going to hit.
Your greed is insatiable.
How about this, Cross? I'll make a bow. Right here on oath. With
Look, she says.
Fine,
she says,
I'll look at this, yes. But I'm gonna tell my piece later.
good, hold your tongue. She shows you this image. It's where you've been before, Anto.
Where?
It's the slave markets of Stormfire. You recognize it? You see a slave getting branded with a hot iron marked right below their cheek. See? This is what is happening right now, as you bicker and wait around. And she gestures as the image changes, and you see slaves being loaded up onto the boats, chained below the decks and the gallows. They care not for them. They are like property, like your gold you seek. Your
Wait,
greed.
this is happening right now?
Yeah. She's showing you these images. She's showing you the images through the spell as the pool reflects and ripples and changes. And you see it. She says to them, these people are gold. They are no longer human. And you allow this evil every day, every hour, every moment. A child is separated from their mother and father. For what? Coin. Flesh is stronger than coin. The power, the sword, and the wand are stronger than coin. It is what good can do to stop this evil. It requires no coin at all. It only requires what's in your heart. There is good in you, Anto. I feel it.
That's what
Embrace
I'm
it.
saying, all this.
And become the hero you always meant to be. Stop floundering around with goblins
What?
and begin to slay them like the ill-gotten creatures they are, spawned of the darkness.
Those were good goblins. So,
That's
okay.
racist.
Okay, we're getting a little. We've been here too long. We've been here too long.
So okay, yeah. So let's leave. But at the very least, if you're not going to part with the gold, have an audience with the queen to talk stuff out to see. I don't know.
She casts she ripples the pond one more time. She said, and you see a mighty pyramid being built, brick by brick,
I don't know about this.
with dozens and dozens of slaves mounting a giant pyramid in the blazing sun.
Where is that?
Probably Rashad.
Genie
Or not
Kings,
Rashad,
probably?
Fuck.
It is the evil, which is built every day, brick by brick, which you allow. But by all means, she gestures away and the vision fades. Leave now. And
Would you
complete
meet
your
the queen at
holy. And she says,
Yeah,
leave now and
it's in
complete your
reference.
holy duty. She looks over at Vyro. And become the hero you always meant to be. She looks at Anto and then over to Booker.
Hello. Well, I think we need to leave now.
I am quite pissed at her, but
There's nothing we can do.
yeah.
All we can do
We're
is.
gonna intercept that ship on its way out, though. Like, I'm glad she showed us that.
Oh. Yes.
This is what it looks like, the pyramid.
Goodness.
It touches the heavens.
Well, when it falls, it will hit the hells. How about that?
Hopefully not, because it would kill all the world. Yay.
Well, you know what I mean. You bring it down.
Yeah. Slowly.
Not brick. Well,
Softly.
talking just stalls everything. How about we?
Alright, let's just swim out of here.
We have a boat to catch.
Don't come back until I know and hear of the word and deed that you've done, Archmage. But
Please don't
until-
use that spell to look at us while we're sleeping. It's creepy that way.
I think the powerful dragon has much better things to do than spy on people.
She
I don't know.
goes up.
Dragons are
As Anto mentions this, she's like, "Wait." She goes up to Anto, and she tries to grab you.
Ah!
You let her.
Grab me what? Grab my neck?
Her hand reaches out for you. What do you do?
Fine.
Be brave.
She
Brave.
she goes by your head. She plucks off some of your hair. She says, "I will be watching."
Let's
So
get out of
Booker.
here. I cannot be here anymore. Let's get out of here. I slip away.
She looks at you with like a fierce, gaze in her CL form. Anto, did you feel if you don't do this now, she's going to be pissed, and she knows kind of where you're at.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's get.
For
a moment, I thought she was gonna put a flower in my ear. Just get the fuck out of here.
She gently caresses your head, rips off your ear. I'll be watching you. I'll call you. Don't worry. Let's leave.
I put you
Okay,
guys back outside of the dragon's lair.
How was your chat with her? Did you have some fun?
No, let's go.
Okay,
We
down
going
with
out.
that. Wait, I have an idea.
Up while you walk.
Yes, we're walking. You have the idea.
I have an idea. I can probably morph into a whale and we can ride me until we reach the boat.
Let's do that. Yes.
Let's make haste.
All right.
Anything that gets me away from this place. Let's go.
Honestly, how would a whale do against attacking a ship?
Just-
Well, there are slates. Let's
fall.
Let's not do that.
don't want to
break.
break the slate.
Noam, how do you
As I cast
shapeshift into?
polymorph onto myself and turn into a whale and be like, come on guys, hop onto me. Let's go to the ship.
We're like,
Star Trek 4, the New Frontier vibes coming in. You jump onto as Gnome kind of moves in front of you guys a little bit. You just see him begin to like widen out and fatten, like mass is beginning to grow on him, blubber and fish. I've never really touched a whale, so I kind of think their skin is sort of smooth and porpoise.
oh, it's very rubbery.
Very rubbery skin. But you guys grab onto the fins.
It's kind of like an Animorph vibe. Just don't.
Yeah, you guys are able to like latch onto the fins, I think. And the tail, as Gnome begins to wibble up, you guys make your way back to the ship.
We all die of the bends.
Don't we become a bigger target like this?
You make your way back to the SS Liability, where Captain Chuckles awaits.
Oh yeah, that's his name, Chuckles. Yeah.
I like the idea of the whale surfaces and on its back is just everybody.
No. Should I scare the captain of SS Liability?
Up to you.
Really not.
No.
I mean, we can't talk to you. You can't talk back. 'cause you're an
Yeah.
animal.
Probably when we reach the ship, all I will do is go spraying water everywhere.
Hey, you got the blowhole. Oh, I forgot.
Let's not do that.
Geyser of water shoots out beside the ship.
Oh, we do have to go up slowly because the pressure can kill us.
No, don't worry about that.
Everyone emerges and dies.
Roll con saved.
Except no, who turned into a whale.
Gnome turns back. Everyone's dying. Oh god.
Oh god, what did I do? Remember, he's not a smart character.
Pressurized.
There's a blood
Ahoy
moon
there,
outside.
mateys! Ah, you made it back! So did you kill that dragon?
Change plans.
Yeah. Well, where are we going? Are we heading back?
Yes,
I
we're
don't-
going back like pronto right now.
Yes.
Yesterday, let's go.
all right.
Come on, Mr. Chuckle.
Aye. Unfurl the sails. Let's head out. And the sailors begin to unfurl the sails as they begin to head back to Stormbrook.
I wanted to say this. Is that cannon a coffin?
What are you pointing to? Yes, it's supposed to be a cannon or something. No, get in it, Anto.
No.
Get in it.
I'm gonna try to
Goes
put
right
fire in there.
overboard. Overboard. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Give a boat
Cool.
to catch.
As that is kind of as we next week we will begin in Stormbrook.
Oh yeah, didn't we level up since we met the dragon?
How many marks do we have, guys?
How do we check that?
You said
Is
if we
Delian
met
is the
the
one keeping
dragon,
track of it, since
3
everyone
marks. I have 3
you have 3 marks. 3 marks at your level, right? What level are you?
10/20 if you're
20.
using onto
21,
Mantic.
I guess. 10th level, yeah, 21.
You're 21? Okay, let me take a look.
21.
Leveling.
Do-do-do-do.
Since everyone likes to ask me, Asbog, when do I level? When do I level? You have to get 5 marks to level.
Mm.
Maybe if we free the slavery of Stormbrook and see the fallout of it, maybe that is something to level off of.
Well, I mean, we do have to fight a pirate ship. Well, not pirate. We have to be
Oh.
pirates.
Honestly,
Raid
I am
ship.
quite lost with the point system thing here.
Barnon, why don't you make a history roll? Barnon is a well-traveled bard and quite knowledgeable of many things, especially of these lands, especially with the Iron Links.
And
Pretty low, but I mean, you know, the Iron Links, you know, they deal a lot with contracts, right? And there's a reason why their contracts are upheld. And there might be some truth to what Delian is saying.
I did make the comment about legend lore, just in case we don't make the roll properly, so we can get the information.
Legend lore is for an item. It's basically like greater identify. It's not meant for like, I don't know. I think you have to, are you trying to say you want to call it a name of something? Or I think it can look like
I
that
thought
too.
legend lore you can use for any information that we need, but okay. All right.
Yeah, I think so. I have, nobody's ever cast that spell before.
So,
it's like,
legend lore, you describe a person, a place, or an object, and it gives you a brief summary
Yeah.
of important lore.
There you go.
Like tales, stories, anything like that.
mhm.
A sea shanty.
Yeah.
I mean,
Whereas
it's a 5th level spell. It's a 5th level spell for a reason, so I assume that it can provide us a lot of information.
Yeah, I know why Booker was saying that, at the spell material component thing.
Yeah.
Because the reason why is it requires 250 gold pieces of incense, which it consumes. So it costs you 250 gold to use that spell.
and then 4 strips
Yeah,
of
thanks,
ivory.
Dragon, for giving us that gold, but okay. Yeah, I'll do it. I have to.
And a total of 200 gold pieces worth of ivory strips. So a total of 400.
It costs a lot of money. Yeah,
Which I mean, I have that gold, so it's fine.
Pretty expensive.
Did you guys? What was it about a boat? Some slave boat?
When she showed us the vision, people were being loaded up in a boat. So this boat could be leaving Stormbrook. So
we're going to try to intercept it. Yes.
Oh, we're about a day out, a day or two out, right?
So are they?
I don't know how many days we're out.
I mean, a boat is just like randomly leaving, though, right, guys? So we don't know where it's going or what it's doing.
But
We do know where
if
it's
we
going.
run into it, then that's good.
But I mean, you could try to use magic to divine where the boat is going. That's true.
But we do know where it's going, though. It's going to the Genie King.